Greetings, Earthlings. You're listening to another fantastic podcast brought to you by the patreon.com/JaboodyDubs. Get on there and get these episodes right when they come out. Or you're probably watching this on the YouTube for some reason or whatever. It's free. I mean, hey, why not? It's a little old, a little dusty, a little crusty. But hey, if you want it when it freshly comes out of the oven, right after we record it, you got to go to the patreon.com/JaboodyDubs. Thank you, patrons, for supporting your boys all these years. We love you. Let's keep going to the moon, baby, and to the other galaxies. And for beyond infinity, I say, and beyond.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fantastic podcast starring your hosts, Justin, Damon, and Pops. Yeah, there's a lot of podcasts out there, but this is another fantastic podcast.
Hey, slap a titty, slap a titty, slap a titty.
Back and better than ever.
Feels good to be back.
Reach over, find a titty, smack it.
Come here, Didi.
Smack it, titty.
Oh, she ran away. She knows what's up.
How y'all doing?
Good.
How y'all doing?
Can't complain. How you doing?
How you doing?
Justin, I have a
I'm
question
doing
for you.
good. How you doing?
How's being married feel?
It feels good, man. Feels mature. Feels mature.
You got the old ball and chain now.
my ball and
The missus.
Yeah, feels like just keep playing with this ring. Just keep playing with it. Just keep playing with this chunk of metal in your hand. You ever worn a ring for any reason?
I actually have never worn a ring in my life.
It's been over a week now or so.
Ring pop. That's about it.
Yeah, and it's just like, man, you just feel it all the time. But then sometimes you stop thinking about it, and it feels like it's part of your hand.
Ah, it's
So
natural.
I wonder if it's one of these things where over time it'll just sort of and just like become part of my skin and just like, and then you have that like that indentation in your skin, and it feels weird without it.
Actually, yeah, no gas. My uncle had a wedding band pretty similar to yours, and he kind of gained weight after he got married. Years and years of being married, he gained weight.
That's
his
the plan.
fingers got so fat that he literally could not take off his wedding band. Like, so
That's scary.
He's married for life,
That's
whether or not
scary.
he likes it.
Yeah, it's
Locked
fucking
in.
scary,
He's
dude.
locked in.
Like, you guys think you can cut this thing off? Like, no, we'll just liposuction the fat around it. You'll just
Yeah.
have a skinny finger.
It's just the one skinny finger. Just the one.
Yeah, everything's good. Everything's been good.
That's awesome.
The wedding was beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, so this is the pod after that we haven't done
Yeah.
one since. Wow,
Yeah,
wow, yeah. We talked about it live on the live experience on the twitch.tv/British Show. But it went good. Did very small wedding reception. Very immediate family, just the mom and the aunt and
Outdoor.
the brother, and that's about it. There's only like 6 of us out there. So
Being safe because of COVID, right?
yeah, super safe.
you.
It actually paid off because made it way cheaper. They're like, oh, I only got 6 people showing up. So cool. So we went all out on a cool venue, and then we said we only have so many people. So they were like, okay, well then we won't charge you $1 billion. And I'm like, well, it's because it's COVID. We want to be safe, and also we just want a cool venue. And Kelly's parents are not here. They're her family's in South Africa, so
Got you.
and other parts of the world. She has family all over the world. No one's traveling, so I was like, let's go all out on the venue, make the venue cool, and then a photographer / cinematographer.
Okay.
So as a husband-wife combo, one's doing photos and one's doing cool slow-mo videos. Like, because I mean, it's for her parents to get some involvement. I mean, she had people watching live on a Zoom too,
On FaceTime.
but I don't know how that experience was with internet and how smooth that
Yeah.
was.
I think Louis had the camera facing the wrong way, so they just had a selfie shot of him reacting.
Louis
He
crying.
would. He
Just
would, yeah.
Louis in tears.
So beautiful,
Just
Justin. You should see your daughter.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful.
So we
Flip the camera so we can.
yeah, so we went all out on the video production and making it look cool and having cool photos. So her
Very nice.
family have something cool to watch, but a few of them were watching live. So there was a part where after we're done doing the ring and the kiss come down and they're all watching. It was cool. Wave at them on the phone and they're like all in bed because it's like 2-3 a.m. over
Oh,
there, whatever
man.
that was.
So wake up. Daughter's getting married.
Yeah,
It's time to
dude.
wake up.
It was pretty cool. The venue was not the best with communication. So as soon as me and you got there, we had to get rid of 100.
I had to do manual labor.
We had to get rid of 100 chairs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was like one of those things where like all day you're just like, oh man, it was a blur. You're just like nervous. We did it our own way, so we didn't have to do paperwork and stuff. We just made it a ceremony for for family to be a part of.
Take
And we'll-
pictures.
We'll
That's
do the
beautiful.
partying later.
Yeah,
You know what I
Have
mean?
the reception, all that when it's safe again.
Yeah, we'll fucking make it dope later. So we did our own thing with reading vows and making it cool in our style, and we didn't need an officiant either. So I was like, I don't want to have to wear a face mask, and I don't want some guy. Really
Yeah.
got it here today during this pandemic. I was like, no pandemic talk because we are just our family bubble. So it was pretty cool. It was as perfect as could be. The day is blurry. The fucking traffic was horrible. That was scary. God, the fucking GPS was taking us everywhere. I'm like, please, just I don't want to be late. Just
I think
please get there.
we drove past the house from Deliverance.
Oh my God, it was just it's like you starting to think, God, everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Even though we're trying to keep this as small as
Murphy's
possible.
Law. Let's go.
Yeah, bro.
Trying to keep it small.
I can't even imagine, bro, the amount of stress. That's why I think you guys did it right. Because if I ever get married, if and when, I would want it to be a super small ceremony too.
Could you
'Cause
imagine
having
200 people?
I can't. I wouldn't want that. Like, I love my family. I love the future bride's family and all that. But I still would want to keep it like as small as possible.
Remember, I went to
Yeah.
a wedding and the friend of the groom invited his boss to a wedding.
Yeah.
He didn't even know the couple getting married. I'm like, so this guy's just showing up and getting free steak, and he doesn't even know the married couple.
Nice,
Wow.
dude.
So it's like back in the day when weddings were extravagant,
Yeah.
anyone just showed up. Hey,
Just
open bar.
Just some wedding crashers coming through trying to steal the bridesmaids, huh?
Get some free grub, dude.
Get some free
Grub
grub,
up.
some free ass, some free play.
But I was
Yeah.
very impressed the way you and Kelly managed to coordinate your wedding, because not only was
Yeah.
it beautiful and she looked amazing, Dee Dee was exceptionally cute that
Aw.
day, but it was one of the best weddings I've ever been a part of.
I think
It meant more.
because there's because that's what I was thinking. I was like, there's less middlemen involved here, middlemen and middlewomen. It's just us doing our thing, which is why you get married after all. I mean, it's like everyone. And the chat said that too when we were talking about it. People were like, "Oh, I tried to do a big wedding and fucking all the drama." Like, bro, you're better off. It's all about you, anyways. And I was like, "Yeah, you're right.
That's what it's supposed to be
use that.
the most special day of your life, right? So why not do what you want to do?
Exactly."
Yeah.
So it paid off doing it that way, and with the Rona, and I'm like, we'll do the party later, which we'll do. We'll get like a bar or something, put a banner up, and make a photo booth, and do the music and the dancing, and we'll do all that later. So, but yeah, man, the dinner was good. Everything was good. It was just as perfect as can be. Did a little bit of a mini moon, super safe, private beach resort, no humans around. They don't even clean the room. I like them. I like this rule. They don't come in and clean the room. I kind of like that. My
Really?
shit's all where I left it.
Oh.
The bed's not fucking hotels and they tuck in. My God.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
like, yo, you guys can clean it after I leave.
Yes.
Like, to wait until I leave to
Yes.
clean it. Yeah.
That's what they do now. But dude, fucking, I hated how it used to be when they fucking tuck it in and
Yeah.
you go in bed and you're stuck in this goddamn thing, dude. You have to fucking squat lift yourself out of that bed.
Yeah.
So there's a formal way of making a bed which like insists you tightly pack in the sheets. I can't stand that, man. It's
Hate
too
it.
constricting. I
Fucking
gotta
hate
kick
it.
the sheets off.
Hate it.
I gotta have some airflow.
I gotta take the whole blanket out, wrap it around my legs, and then like sleep on my side and like cradle the
I
blanket
kind of
with
like
my
make a
legs.
sleeping bag effect with the sheets. I kind of tuck
Oh.
it under my feet.
The burrito, you wrap yourself
Yeah.
up. The burritos, yeah, I feel that. That's what I do too. Like when I first go to a hotel room and I'm laying in the bed, you yank the covers out from being tucked in like
Yes.
that, so you can at least move them around. A little mobility.
First things first, you yank
First
that
things
bitch.
first.
I worked in hospitality, and I learned from other people in the operations side of it. Be like, always check your sheets.
Mm-hmm.
The one time I
True.
did check my sheets, there was a giant blood stain right in the middle of the sheets.
Whoa.
And I was like, well, I'm glad I listened to that guy.
Cool. Awesome.
Also, make sure to always tip your housekeepers. They do the God's work.
True.
They work in crazy hours with crazy conditions, cleaning up your filth.
yeah, dude.
Oh, I'm filthy.
Yeah, dude.
I give them props.
But yeah, it's cool. One thing we learned about being on a honeymoon is you get to say that all the time, and then you just show your rings, and then they upgrade your room. It's great.
Oh, so you're just
yeah.
always going to be married?
Yeah, I was like, how long can we pull this off for?
I said at least a month. At
How
least
long?
a month being newlyweds. We're newlywed. Is there any kind of upgrade you could give us?
Bottle of champagne, bottle of champagne.
All in the house.
Because you
like,
could
cool.
technically get married at any point in your life, but legally, of course, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you just say, like, you're in your 60s, like, I just got married to my wife.
Bottle
Or-
of champagne, sir.
Are they going to cite that?
Yeah.
Or you could just say you renewed your vows. That's another easy one too.
just renewed our
Easy,
vows.
easy upgrades.
Can I get an upgrade?
Yeah, let me get the come up something.
And from what I've discovered, every hotel has an upgrade, man. There's just rooms sitting around.
Yeah,
There's-
you and Kelly sitting in the heart-shaped jacuzzi.
Yeah,
Like Dumb and Dumber.
every single one has a heart-shaped jacuzzi.
They all do.
Every
You just
single. They're all waiting for you to just ask.
You got to ask for it. Yeah.
It's really insane to me when you think about it, because you're like, wait a minute, yeah, it's all just rooms.
Yeah.
Like, just because I'm not in the bigger room, they're just gonna. It's just no one else has it.
Especially now when
Yeah.
no one goes, they're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, you want to upgrade? It's fucking sick."
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 2-person jacuzzi bathtub is way better than going in the jacuzzi that is out there
Oh,
for
the
the
COVID
people.
cesspool, yeah.
Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw that and I was like, oh, COVID stew. It's all it
Yeah.
is. It's like an actual
You see
stew.
the COVID film bubbling on top.
Put a ladle in there. I was like, yeah. Everyone was super cool with that stuff too. So we never felt super scared. It was just wearing the masks and using the sanitization.
There you
And
go.
Kelly's really good at travel stuff. So she's so good at finding stuff. The most fun highlight, we did a little mini moon down into like San Diego kind of area, and there's a service that lets you rent like a fucking street legal go-kart. And
Oh,
it was
shit.
the coolest fucking thing. It was so rickety and like but we were just like kind of scared. And then it's got a giant screen on it, and it's bright
yeah.
yellow. The whole thing's bright yellow, giant screen,
Dude.
huge speakers going turn left, and they giving you trivia all through Gaslamp and all through downtown San Diego.
That's really cool.
Fucking
It's
awesome.
that one of those cars that look like it could be like a Batmobile, right? It's the one with
Yeah.
the 2 wheels in the front
Yeah.
and the one in the back, and it
Yes.
looks like something Robert Downey Jr. made in Iron Man, right?
Yeah, it's like those old timey. Almost looks like a fucking Phantom Menace. The fucking yellow. One. It's like almost
yeah.
that
Naboo
kind of shape.
Starfighter.
Yeah, the Naboo fighter. Dude,
Yeah,
it was so fun.
That's cool.
And Gaslamp, I said this live, but I was like, I love San Diego, dude. Like, I love it. It's such a cool place. The vibe is chill. The food is dope. The people are nice. Good vibe. But man, the homeless it is rampant, and they are violent, and they are scary, and they ruin Gaslamp. I was like, we're doing the go-karts, and I was like, looking at them on the sides of the street going, just like fucking screaming
man.
shit. And like one guy was just throwing shit. And I was like, I'm so glad we're in the street and not on the sidewalk. And I was like, it's cool that the tour weaves through all the Gaslamp stuff. So I was like, we got to really see it. Planes are flying over. It was like, this is cool. But I was like, it just, as soon as we get to our hotel at downtown in Gaslamp, I was like, let's just go to the restaurant that's like right there. Because I'm scared to walk down that way by the convention center.
I'm sure like
Spooky.
Not trying to get shanked.
Homeless people are probably getting more agitated because there's not enough like interactions on the day to day.
Yeah.
Like I think I heard somewhere like someone from New York's like the pigeons in New York are extra angry because there's not as many people like dropping food and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you walk around with like just a soft pretzel, they'll bombard you and
Fuck,
attack you. Be like,
that's scary. Fuck,
Oh
dude.
shit! So the homeless are lashing out because they're not getting their change. There's not as many people to ask for change out on the street,
No one's giving it up, man.
so they got to resort to their own measures, huh?
Just pissed off, screaming, dude.
and then now
Just
everyone has
gnarly.
an excuse to like 6 feet away, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're like, hey, I want to talk to you about
That's a
Napoleon.
trip. I don't remember there being a homeless problem that much at Gaslamp. I wonder if it's gotten worse over the last couple of years or something.
COVID, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's like your desire to want to help someone versus the anxiety of getting close to a stranger. It's like, dude, get away. Like, I'd love to help, but I got to be over here. Like, it's scary,
Yeah.
man. So that was the only thing that was kind of bumming me. I was like, man, the streets is rough out here in Gaslamp, which is like the downtown bar, nightclub, bar, restaurant zone. If you've never been, it's fucking awesome.
Great
Amazing
food.
Amazing
It's really
food,
fun, yeah.
Amazing
Right by the
place.
convention center.
Yeah, the seafood's dope too. Like
Yeah.
everywhere you go. But yeah, it was a nice little mini moon, and we'll do something more official when we're all safe and traveling. But that was as good as you can get for a little Rona, just a little pandemo,
Yeah.
pandemo wedding. So now I'm a made man. I'm in the mob.
My boy's married.
Welcome to the Thunderdome. they
Proud of you,
say.
Jess.
Yeah, dude.
Very proud, man. You found a keeper. Kelly's awesome, bro.
Yeah, dude, it was not a tough decision. Everyone's like, "How'd you know?" It's not a hard decision. That's the thing. It's not a scary one. You just when you know, you know. When you know, you know. And now you're family.
When you know,
When
you
baby.
know. If there's any doubt, it might be a problem.
Now I'm like the Green Lantern. I have powers. The power of commitment.
You hear the power of heart.
The power of commitment.
Power of heart. So now I have the power of the ring, the power of heart, and everything's good and
And
great.
you got a pocket healer and
I
a
got pocket
daughter.
healer. Always got my pocket healer.
Oh, nice.
Pocket Tetris player, I should say.
Need me one of them.
Yeah. So yeah, everything's good. Great grand one. And thank you again, everybody, for the congratulatories. Also, 420's coming up. So hey,
Yeah.
your boys got some big old 420 stream going down, 12 hours, brand new dub premiering. It's like 18, 20 minutes long. It's a thick one.
Wait, you just glanced over a new dub, right?
Brand new dub, 20 minutes.
20-minute
huge.
dub is scary.
Last one was, Christmas, so it's been a minute, but just focusing on the stream more, focusing on life more, and now it's time to get back to the dubbins. You know how it goes.
A little teaser. Would you say that the new dub in itself is a PSA?
Yeah,
I think it kind of is, right?
it's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
It is. It is
Have that
PSA.
to look forward to.
It is a PSA style, so you guys will be watching that probably by the time you're listening to this, because we'll put this up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it'll be out by now. So enjoy, and it's because of the patrons. It's even possible. So thank you.
And if you're a patron and you get to join us on the 420 marathon, shout out to Straight Hype, who Straight Hype found hours and hours and hours of PSAs we have never seen before.
Man.
That are at such a meme level. I didn't think it was possible.
My boy Straight Hype. He's the clip god, right?
He's the clip
He's
god,
the
yeah.
clip god. So thank you so much for doing that, Straight Hype. Much love, bro.
dude, I
Certified.
had no idea there was that many more.
Justin's
yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
oh, you got a couple videos. I've probably seen them before on YouTube because I've seen them all before. I'm like, I have you ever seen Shaq complaining about getting AIDS and stuff?
A couple times.
It was definitely eye opening. Shout out to Straight Hype. Thank you, dude. 'Cause,
man.
I remember last year we were doing it, and we were down in the trenches of the bottom of the barrels of YouTube.
We're starting to hit
We're at-
repeats.
We were at videos that had 3 views, and they're like
3 views.
middle school kids going, "Don't do drugs. Here's my high school project on why you shouldn't do drugs." And I was like, dude, I think we have all the PSAs. I think we've done all
We've
of them.
seen them all.
I think we got them.
Whoopi
all.
Goldberg talking about barebacking and AIDS.
Oh, I have 2 more barebacking themed.
It was that much of a problem?
It was a big problem, I guess.
Wow.
It was bigger than you thought.
Sheesh.
I didn't roll in that crowd, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but I learned a long tail.
To each their own, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, that's going down. We've been putting all of our sites and all of our work into 420, so it's gonna be
It's gonna be a
good time.
content powerhouse.
It's gonna be a good
It's going
time.
to be pretty dank.
A lot of live viewer interaction, so make sure you're there for that one. Hope you're there. Hope you can make it.
And we kind of go all out on like 420 and like Halloween.
Yep.
And I think
Yeah.
it's fair to say we did a very good job of that because the 20-minute dub is a content powerhouse in and of its own.
Basically a skit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we usually do like 20, 30-minute skits. This is like a 20-minute dub, so I figured we did that. So we got that. We got a whole lot of PSAs, UFO stuff. It's going to get cool, man. You don't want to miss
If
it.
you're looking for something to watch, because I know all you potheads, you get high, you just, I don't know what you have on. Put
What
on
am
the
I-
stream.
Oh my God.
Right up
dude.
your alley. Put on the stream.
Join us, dude.
If you're not a pothead, it's going to be fucking hilarious.
That too.
Be good
You're
time.
going to learn something.
Be a good time. Let's see what else is new in the world. Resident Evil. We're doing VR, Resident Evil 7 VR, because we're excited for Resident Evil 8.
Good game.
Resident Evil 7 was one of our best playthroughs.
Did you guys watch any of the Resident Evil 7 or 8 stuff, rather? Resident Evil 8 stuff? Anything?
Not really. No.
I watched a little bit. I couldn't help it. I was watching a little bit of that demo. I didn't get to play it myself. I kind of want to wait to play it, but I had to peek a little
didn't
bit.
wanna spoil myself.
I
It looks
may
good.
or may not have watched a couple Pornhub cosplay videos of that tall vampire lady. But that's here nor there.
That
That's a conversation for
That
another
didn't
day.
spoil nothing.
No, it doesn't spoil anything.
Spoil yourself.
Oh, I spoiled myself.
Spoil yourself.
Yes.
Dommy Mommies.
The Demescu or whatever it
It's
is.
something like that.
Lady
yeah.
Dommy Mommy.
Yeah, she's
She can
huge.
she can suck my blood.
She's huge.
But that's it. That's about it.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit of it, dude. It looks. I have a feeling it's gonna be like the best Resident Evil.
Really?
I have a feeling, dude, because I was watching a little bit and I was watching a little like breakdown kind of talk, but not spoiling story stuff, but just breaking it down, like what
Gotcha.
it's all like gameplay. And dude, it is basically Resident Evil 4, like to a T,
Ooh,
but done in first person
let's go.
and with different setting and different characters, with the like goodness of Resident Evil 7. And Resident Evil 4 is like considered one of the best games of all time, like of all time, all time.
Yeah,
So I could not be more excited when I saw a clip of him shooting a crow and a coin fell out. I was like, "Ooh!"
I heard that they put like some Red Dead elements in there. Like you got to kill animals in order to like cook.
Yeah,
your
there's a
food.
hunting
There's a
element.
hunting element, so you can like recover your health, things like that.
the little hub of the demo was totally like the town in Resident Evil 4, like that
Oh,
first
yeah.
village. I'm like, dude,
Let's go.
they fucking the developers apparently said it in interviews. They're like, we realized we were mimicking Resident Evil 4 so much, we're like, fuck it, let's just make this Resident Evil 4, and just went all out.
So many people love it. Like, why not?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
dude, who doesn't love seeing like a little shiny thing? You shoot it down, a ruby pops out, and you're like, dude, I can buy some dope shit.
Yes.
Oh, I
the
can't
store,
wait.
the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it being in first person though, I feel like I'm torn because I love Resident Evil 2 Remake, but I love 7 because 7 is scary. It's like PT.
I love when they made it first person. I love that direction.
It's so
As
good.
opposed to first the fixed camera angles was kind of disorienting, right? And then they went to the third person, which is good. But I love the first person mode of Resident Evil 7. I love the way that game turned out.
Yeah, like just by looks, I love third person because it looks cool.
Yeah.
But man, first person is fucking scary.
You really
have to go
is.
through the door and your little veiny hand hits the door and you have to watch it go.
Yeah.
And it's just all dark. And they do that shit now where you enter a room and it's like pitch black and your eyes adjust and then like you faintly see what's in the room.
Oh,
and you're like,
yeah.
fuck, man, it looks so scary.
A lot of games are like perfecting that. Just the lighting engines and how much they matter is crazy.
We're going to play that game so slow.
Oh,
So slow.
We're looking at everything.
I want it to be the slowest crawl, scariest thing ever. I cannot fucking wait.
It looks dope.
Yep. And until we, I know we already said that, but until we get to the release date of that, we're going to be hopping back into Resident Evil 7 VR, which I got to say, a great VR game. One of the better VR games that I've played, especially on the PlayStation.
Fucking terrifying.
It's so good the way that they made the controls and the moving your head to aim the gun makes it so easy.
Hopefully.
It's crazy that they developed Resident Evil 7 just as a standalone game at the same time making a VR version of itself.
Yeah.
And both versions are different in their own way, but they both work.
They do.
Usually one falls short, and usually the VR version is the one that falls short.
Yeah.
And they're making Resident Evil 4 in VR. They're
Oculus.
patching
that's
that.
right. They
for
announced
Oculus.
that.
So Resident Evil 4 is just getting a fucking semi-HD upgrade, VR side grade kind of thing. And yeah, with 7 being in VR, I honestly feel like this one is coming out regular, and then later we'll get a VR portion of it. I honestly feel like that's going to happen. Because 7 is the same engine with the same camera work. I think they're probably going to wait for the next headset for PlayStation.
Yeah, play a PSVR
And
2.
I'm calling it. They're doing it because you look at it and you're like, this is 7. Like, I know it's like, how do you develop both? But it's like, obviously they could. It's just
they did, and they did it well.
Yeah. So 8, I think is the same thing. They're just gonna patch that bitch over when the new headset drops. Go boom, and guess what?
VR?
8 update. You can do VR. I guarantee it. It sucks to not launch with that. If that's what they're doing, they have to wait because they're waiting for the headset.
I think
But
it's a smart marketing.
make you
term
buy
to do
it,
that.
play it
Yeah.
twice. Yeah. Or get people to be early adopters with the new headset. Be like, oh, you get 8 in VR? Yeah.
The downside to that, though, is it will be PlayStation exclusive, so no index support.
It's
It's a shame. It's a shame. But you got to work with what you got, you know? You got to work with what you
I'm
get.
sure somebody would port it over illegally and make that mod for it. Resident Evil 8 and Valve Index. I made myself.
I hope so. Dude.
Yeah, they said that about 7, and it's like kind of
Pseudo.
not really there.
Yeah,
No? Okay.
I wish, man. Who knows?
You can do it, but
Yeah.
it's not particularly
Not the
good.
same.
Yeah.
Not the same as how it was meant to be. But yeah, super stoked for 8. That's coming up early May. You know, your boys are gonna be doing that one hard. Jake Paul he won a fight. Is that what happened? And it was a quick one.
Man, do you guys think it was rigged? Did you watch
I
it?
saw the short clip of the knockout. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
First round.
is that what it was?
First round.
Yeah,
I just saw
like
the
first 30 seconds.
I saw Instagram clip, and the guy's just standing there. Jake Paul like punches his glove once or twice. One kind of hits his forehead, and he pretends to fall back. And
Pretends to fall down.
then there's a clip of him like rubbing his gut and laughing and like going, "Let's go get some steak dinner, babe," with his wife. And it's like, okay, what is this? So I saw everyone was upset about that. Exciting news going on in the world.
Yeah.
Jake Paul.
Knocked out Ben Askren. I mean, that dude. Okay, so it was funny. I didn't really keep up with the fight, but after it was over and the Ben Askren guy got knocked out, I was seeing all the Instagram posts catching up with it, right? And there was just one that was like Ben Askren training before the fight, and he's punching one of those I guess it's a little machine where you keep track of the light, like you follow the light and it tracks to a little button, and you hit the button to I guess
punch
it's just a little
accuracy.
a little training exercise. And I was watching him do it. Motherfucker is punching it in slow motion. He's like,
One,
yeah, 1, 2. Like, look like he's never fought a day in his life. And I'm like, yo, he does not look ready. If I saw this before the fight, I would be like, yo, Jake's got this shit all day.
dude, he was chubs.
He was
way out of weight.
Chub.
just out of shape. Does it did he even take training serious?
He's an MMA guy.
Yeah, he's more of a wrestler.
Oh,
yeah,
like
he's
a
a
true
wrestler.
form wrestler. but not known for having an iron jaw or some hands that can really throw down.
He has the record for the fastest knockout and
Being knocked out.
being on the receiving end of the knockout. So he holds the record for that, right?
He took. Wow, that's
So
a record.
I mean,
huh?
I'm thinking to myself, if I were Jake Paul and I'm trying to rig a fight, who better to pay than the man that holds the record for the fastest receiving knockout of all time?
So
in MMA.
Damn, and it was faster than this.
Not faster than that.
No, it wasn't fast.
So this is the new record.
No. This wasn't as fast. It was fast.
It was fast, but not
Well,
as
not
fast.
as fast as the fastest.
But I mean, it's just you connect the dots. It's like, man, was it rigged? Because that man went away with a big payday. He
Yeah.
got the glass chin. That's what he does best. He takes punches.
All I saw on Instagram were like, bro, I put so much money on you. And you fucking made me lose so much money. You can't tell me that kid knocked you out when you were able to do this. And it was a clip of him just on the ground, just fist in his face over and over by a pro. And he's like, fine. And it's like full-blown punch to his face, full-blown punches. And he's just back on his feet. And like, there's
man.
no way that kid knocked you out when you fucking took this beating. There's no way.
It's hard to say that it didn't look rigged because even when they started the fight, like the dude wasn't putting his hands up. Like he wasn't throwing punches. He wasn't trying to defend himself. Like he's just,
Yeah.
it's just casual. So it's like,
My reservation for dinner is coming up. I got to get on the ground.
I got millions to make. Hurry up and knock me out, kid.
Hurry up. But yeah, that happened. I just saw the clips. I was laughing at people going, man, I lost so much money because of you, dog. Like, what the fuck, bro?
I just want I just want him to fight a real boxer. Just fight somebody that actually knows how to fight.
Well, I have a theory that like they put Jake Paul up against a tomato can, Ben Askren, to beat his ass and try to win, like have the best shot to winning against a professional fighter, and he did. Because Logan Paul is going to fight Floyd Money Mayweather. Mm-hmm. And so it really makes the promotion of that fight even better because it's like the Logan brothers have been, or the Paul brothers have been showing people what's what. And here's, his younger brother beating a professional. It's possible that Logan beats the greatest boxer to have ever lived.
Can I just say, for the sake of conversation, what would happen if he beat Mayweather?
He would win.
I mean, he would win, but would boxing be a joke?
Boxing's a bit of a joke already, but would it delegitimize boxing? I think people have lost kind of interest in boxing because it's not as entertaining. There's not like a Mike Tyson right now.
Yeah.
It's just kind of everyone's kind of waiting for the next guy, and it's all a bunch of tomato cans right now. So you get these freak show fights.
Yeah.
Mayweather versus McGregor, Logan Paul versus Mayweather.
They're fun to watch.
They're fun to watch because of what happens if Donkey fights Ben Askren. What would happen? I don't know.
I'm gonna knock you out.
So yeah, super interesting to see the fakeness of it all and the showiness of it. It makes you wonder, for $1 million, would you just fall down after Jake throws a punch at you? It's like, because I saw the interview, like, how do you feel? And he's like, what can I say? I gotta take $1 million home and I'm gonna go have dinner with my wife. And I was like, but like the respect thing. There's the respect, and all the people who were like, I put money on you, dog.
I don't think he cares about any of that shit.
He's like, I don't care about your money. It's my
It's my It's all about my money. And I need it now.
I was like, fuck, dude, just to take a fall, just be like, fuck all the respect. Fuck it all.
I mean, I would.
me my bag.
I could take a punch and get knocked out for a couple million. It just depends who's knocking me out. Jake Paul, I wouldn't let knock me out.
Yeah, or you say you would, and then when it's real, it's like, he's fighting back. What's going on?
Oh shit, he actually trains.
Fuck, he's fighting back.
Shout outs to the Logan or the Paul brothers. That they train their fucking hearts out.
I'll give them that. They definitely do. Yeah,
they showed up to fight, and he did. Ben did not. We can all agree that he showed up out of shape and didn't keep his hands up and wasn't doing anything. And he got knocked out by the most simple boxing combo: a 1-2 punch.
The old 1-2 combo.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to say.
Insane. Absolutely insane. So that's our YouTube drama segment.
Yeah.
That's enough of that.
Yeah.
It's enough of that.
All right.
That was going around the world. It was just funny to see everybody's reaction. But now something bigger and better is going on in the world, folks. Some real news.
More important things to worry about.
That's right. Last episode on this podcast, I brought up how I was going down the UFO rabbit hole. That's right.
Wait, who is that guy?
The UFO rabbit hole. Bob Lazar, George Knapp,
Bob Lazar,
Jeremy Corbell, Steve Greer.
Are these pro wrestlers?
I
in an
think-
all-out Royal Rumble this summer.
An alien Royal Rumble.
So
Major Lazer is back.
I went down the rabbit holes because it's good science fiction, and they're saying it's true. It's going down. In June,
Who's they?
the government,
The government?
those shadow government,
The people in charge.
the shadow government and their lies, their
They're fraud.
government lies.
They're fraud.
You sound like Neil Breen.
Join me down the rabbit hole further, will you? Well, I asked you guys who watch this and are on the Patreon if you believe in aliens and if you have stories. In there's some paragraphs coming in.
Wow.
A lot of you boys been probed. A lot of you boys have had
That's not aliens, though.
things-
You can't.
a lot of you boys have had things happen in your family. I can't wait to
Wow.
get to it. So I know it's early in the episode, but hey, we got a lot to get to. So let's start with Patreon questions. Questions on the Patreon.
Also, I want to preface this. You're not allowed to lie in the comments section, so all these are true.
Why would they lie?
No, I trust everyone.
At
Right?
a time like this, when we're on the cusp of the truth coming out, because the government has till June to release everything that they know, and the Pentagon released their newest footage. Here, I'll put it on screen right now.
This
Shout out
hap-
to the video podcast.
This happened since our last podcast, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So this triangle floating in the sky. Let me move so you can see it.
I was gonna read the headlines. So
Is that dust?
Kind
Oh,
of
it looks like a...
Pentagon investigates UFO sightings. So the Pentagon has released this footage and said that actual dudes in the military took this video and they don't have any idea what it is.
Yeah, they said like a San Diego Air Force Base.
They have no idea what it is. It was flying around. There's a fleet of them. They're triangles. They're just triangles in the sky.
Illuminati.
And they released it and said, yup, we don't know what it is. And then they're saying it's going down in June. They're saying they're releasing a whole bunch of stuff. So all this footage is getting released, boys. The truth is coming.
Huh. Why did
And,
they change the name? That's what I want to know. Why did they change it from UFO to like unidentified aerial phenomena?
UAP is the
Wha-
new term. Damon.
Why?
A UAP.
To delegitimize all the UFO spotters.
Yes.
We
this-
just needed a new hashtag for when it's trending.
Dude,
Hashtag UAP.
there's lights up there, man. They're moving around all crazy, dude.
Wait, what spaceship is this?
This is some...
Oh, no, it's an F-15.
We're looking at, just regular military stuff. But yeah, dude, the footage is real. And it's no longer a laughing matter. It's no longer a fucking joke, dude.
Define real.
The truth is out there.
This is real. It's confirmed real. This triangle blinking in the sky.
Are we sure somebody wasn't flying a kite on the beach?
It's real. So yeah, I'm really excited to see everybody's stories and the questions for the Patreon today. Because crazy shit's going on and the aliens are here. Also, Dane Cook says he knows a lot of military guys, and he says big shit's coming in June. He says video.
Oh, Dane Cook.
The vicious circle guy?
That guy. What did he do with his hand? I don't know.
He did the
Did the two in the
pink.
One in the stink was his thing. I
Good
don't know
luck,
what he did.
Chuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
all right.
guy. He said aliens are coming. So I saw that was going on too.
Does that legitimize your thought process?
It solidifies all these facts.
It's just a bit strange, isn't it? He said he knows a lot of guys in the military. He hangs out with a lot of jet boys. I guess he's like, oh yeah, they're having beers. Going, oh Dane, remember when you did the thing with your hand? By the way, June they're gonna release videos of alien spaceships landing in HD.
You're gonna blow your fucking mind.
By the way, I've been probed.
Come June, they release a video of fucking ship landing. It's like in good quality, and you're like, oh shit, this is real. I mean, what is it gonna do?
I'm sticking with what I said last time. Unless it's an alien on camera going, "Hey, what's up, guys? I bring you peace." Like
What if it is that?
Then I'd be like, "Oh shit!" And then I keep on with my day.
Then we
in
talk
for
about Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah,
We're
Yeah.
in for it, dude. Matt asks on the Patreon post, will you guys ever do a commentary on Child's Play 3? Just wondering because it's so long since you guys did
Wait,
2.
that's not anything to do with aliens.
Yeah, what is that? What is he doing? I asked about aliens.
Wait, no.
Are you trying to detract
there's
from
no-
the conversation, Matt?
This is what I'm saying, man. This is what people do. When people go, I was just probed and I was on a ship and there was lights and they were putting things on my skin. You just go, oh, yeah, well, shut up. I'm watching Chucky. And then it's like a
Yeah, he
joke.
deflects.
Deflection.
I'm starting to think that Matt might be an alien.
Matt,
Because
Appreciate the question.
Why are you deflecting so hard, bro?
Maybe not an alien, but like a plant of the aliens to deflect from the truth.
A pawn in their scheme.
Yeah, we'll probably do it once it's like Halloween.
Yeah, no, I really want to. It's on Netflix right now. So I really
if we've
want to
done
do
a
that.
movie and there's a sequel of it, we'll probably get to the sequel. Like we need to do John Wick 3 and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. Definitely.
But my guess would probably be around Halloween, if I had to say.
Halloween. Ryan's got a question. He says, I'd like to think with the whole aliens deal, Earth will be like Futurama by the time we hit the year 3000.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like if aliens are peaceful and they haven't just microwaved our brains and all of our thought and just enslaved the entire humanity, if they wanted to be friendly, it'd be like Mass Effect. They'd be like, here's some space warp technology. You want to go to a fucking cool moon where they have fucking space weed? They'll blow your fucking mind.
So, so what he's saying is they'll come here and speed up our
technology.
So we'll have hyperloops everywhere.
Yeah.
You'll be able to get to fucking Chicago in a second.
Yeah.
Or step on a
You
fucking...
can teleport and
You
shit.
jump on a thing
wait.
and you're in Japan.
In Mass Effect, can't you like have sex with the aliens?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude. Then,
And
yeah,
the dude aliens, too.
Dude, I'm all on board.
Yeah. Have you ever said there's like aliens that have both penises and vaginas or whatever the alien equivalent of that
I'm
is.
trying to get in some Glarbon cheeks.
Yeah, dude. This
And it's
is
supposed to be the best you've ever had.
This is a pretty cool idea. I like where they're going with this. Like year 3000, you're teleporting places. I feel like going to Japan. Boom, I'm in Japan. Oh, boom, I'm back home, San Diego. And you work with some guy who's a lobster.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool.
He doesn't
man.
speak, he just reads your mind.
Yeah.
Telepathically.
I want a bender bot.
Thank you for your input, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan.
I like how you see the future.
I like it.
Everybody always is so scared of them. They're scared of aliens.
Mhm.
What if they're just stop by and like, hey, you're cool. Can we have a cheeseburger? We'll give you a Glorbon.
Well, Justin, think of it this way. Like, what did we do to like dogs?
Hang out with them, pet them,
Made them
feed them,
Made them our pets.
We domesticated them.
love them.
Do dogs know about space and all that stuff? No.
Are they aware?
They just exist in their own world.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we are already the pets.
You don't
and
think-
this is our inside of our house.
You don't think Dee Dee like wonders about her existence?
No, she just licks her asshole.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder if she's thinking that while she's licking her asshole.
Just lick her ass like, whoa, this is crazy.
Yo, like
thank you,
Fahrenheit.
Ryan.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. Like Fahrenheit with the question, or better yet, advice request. He says, I'm single, but what advice would you give anyone for their wedding day? Any tips or things you wish you knew before the big day? Congratulations to you and Kelly, too.
Hey, thanks, Fahrenheit.
Wedding
Much love,
day
man.
prep.
A wedding day specifically advice. Don't count on anyone at the venue or don't count on anyone to really help. It's all on you.
In the great words of Stone Cold Steve Austin, don't trust anyone.
Expect the unexpected.
And when people say, what time does it start? Tell them like, fuck, dude. Tell them like an hour and a half before you actually start.
Smart.
And the day of, check the fucking traffic for everyone. Like, if you head out to your venue or wherever you're meeting up and you're like, oh shit, traffic's bad, fucking text everybody. Timing was brutal with we barely were able to make it because there was so much traffic. The fucking freeways were backed up with accidents. We almost didn't even pull it off.
Oh, wow.
Also, boomers don't know how like Google Maps or Waze works.
Yep.
So they just have printouts of like MapQuest.
Yep.
And so they just go down the freeway that they got told, and then they're stuck in a 5-car pileup.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude.
So don't trust boomers either.
Yeah. And do yourself a favor. Like Pop said, use Waze. Don't use Google Maps. Google Maps is trash.
Do
Use
your thing.
Waze.
Find a way to get there on time. Anything else I
Yeah.
wish I knew before the big day? No, we really tried to safeguard everything. Stashed the cake at a restaurant, called ahead, reservation a month ahead, small party. Can I get the private area where there's no humans and there's no coughing and no Rona? It was perfect. Everything was planned out ahead of time. So, but just plan out the venue and the space and the dinner as much as you can.
You guys had a very non-traditional wedding.
And there's that too.
I think when you have a very traditional wedding, you probably really, really want to interview and find the best wedding planner.
Yeah.
Because if you get someone that is just the slightest slacking or is not very responsive, it will get worse.
Yeah.
It will get compoundedly worse.
That's if you're trying to do a big old wedding, man. There's a lot.
Over communicate.
There's a lot. There's a lot that you don't even think about. You're like, oh wait, where we stand and what's that thing decorated with and who's gonna show up on that day and do it, dude. There's a lot of shit. I mean, we barely made it with a small one. I can't imagine having a 200+ people. Fuck that.
Catering,
yeah,
and,
the catering's
flowers
cool.
and lights and venue and
The flower girl doesn't like the colors you picked for the flower dress, and Grandpa doesn't want to sit next to Uncle Bob because he fucking hates him.
they
and
don't
so
have any more
Sarah's
chicken
crying.
and they don't have any vegetarian options.
Listen, I know it's your big day and you get it, but Sarah's crying.
Your sister's she doesn't want to show up
She
anymore.
doesn't think that she's ever going to get married. Could you go and help her out a little
your
bit?
cousin-
Talk her off the ledge?
Your cousin said to never talk to your sister, and you made them sit right next to each other at dinner. I have to be there too. Now I'm mad at you, but I hope you have a good day.
Happy wedding.
But, careful with all that stuff too, man.
And also, people are very, very sensitive about anything to do with weddings. Like being invited is like a very big deal in a lot of social circles. Like if you invite this person, you need to invite this person, or else the third person's gonna be like, "What? You don't think I like you anymore?
People take offense.
You're my family.
Yeah.
People take offense.
I've been there since the beginning.
Yeah.
I've never met you twice.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
all things you need to consider with the size that you're doing. But I had nothing but people go, man, I'm kind of jealous you had to do yours during a pandemic.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to invite 200 people.
Yep.
I remember we were there at the venue. I was like, yeah, we only have like 6 people coming. She's like, I had 250 people at my wedding, and it was too much. And I was like, I bet.
Yeah, cool.
It's
cool.
Like, oh, it's cool flex,
Awesome,
dude.
nice.
Sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Weird flex,
We
but
just had a
okay.
fucking chill day. It was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like easy peasy. The mom was safe. Everybody was safe. That's all I cared about.
That's
the
what I
fucking
want.
even the waiter was like, I want to put the cake over here, and you guys do your thing. Gave us the
Yeah.
jug of water, so he wasn't reaching in our food. It was just beautiful, dude. I was like, we were so far away from other humans. It was perfect.
Yeah.
So I can't give you any more advice than that because it depends on what you're going for, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on how big you want to ball.
And it's all
Yeah.
about the bride anyway, so you got to make sure the bride's happy.
Yeah,
That's
just-
the most important thing.
Happy wife, happy life. There you go. Thank you, Life Fahrenheit. Yo, where are you from on this planet again? Because another question deflecting,
Yeah,
I
Fahrenheit.
don't know.
kinda
Fahrenheit, where
deflecting
are you
it.
from again?
Thank you, dude.
Thank
Love
man.
you, dude. Thank you.
Much love, bro.
Straight Hype says, dude, they should do a UFO comedy movie where they work on alien spacecraft. Like a Bob Lazar buddy cop, like where Bob Lazar
work
buddy
on-
movie.
Seth Rogen works at the factory where Bob Lazar worked.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
They should do that with Paul and Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Show them how the shit works.
And Justin Long comes up and he's like the tech guy.
I
And-
think I know how it works.
And he like encodes a thing that translates how to make it
Yeah.
work.
And then Craig Robinson's like the skeptic who doesn't believe in alien. Man, fuck this shit. I don't
Yeah,
believe
he's-
none of that.
It's like the guy in Get Out. Y'all need to stop fucking around with that stuff, man.
Stop fucking around with them aliens.
Fucking around with that
Stop
crap,
playing
man.
with them aliens.
I think I know how it works. Hit some switch, and all lights up. Dude, yes. It writes itself.
It really does.
Drowned Off says, Jaboody movie, 2025 hype.
It's happening.
It's happening, Drowned.
If AVGN can do it, we could do it.
Kernogi, he says, I believe other life exists somewhere else in the universe. Whether or not that life has visited Earth, who knows? I mean, yeah. I think most people would put their
Well,
money
that's
on
a-
that.
Yeah.
Safe, it's a safe bet.
Yeah, you're kind of like standing in the aisle. You're not really choosing one side or the other. You're like, I
Yeah.
believe in everything and anything.
That's like saying, yeah, there's like space fish out there, but they
Who knows
they
if they've been
exist,
here?
but they've never been here.
There's so many billions and billions of planets and
the
stars.
real controversial take is that there are no aliens, period.
That's just simply not mathematically possible. That's just not even mathematically possible.
I mean, logistically speaking, I just
that's
don't
not
think.
possible.
Well, there's no aliens exist ever, and this is all a simulation.
I don't like the simulation thing.
Neither do I. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, that's
A
stupid.
computer? We're all in a fucking
We're all
GeForce.
Sims, yeah.
We're all in a GeForce 9060.
Yeah, this shit ain't the Matrix.
That's
Come on
fucking
now.
dumb, dude. We're not Bitcoin. That's
Come on now.
stupid. That's
What?
I don't know, dude. I've never liked the simulation thing. It just implies something so fucking overly complex
very meta
for
breaking.
no reason.
Yeah. No. Come on, let's get real.
It's like, oh, dude, when you do GTRP, it's like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's so dumb.
I'm Jerry Curl, and you're that other guy.
So like when you die, you just go, and you're some guy taking a headset off. You go, man, I lived fucking
No.
that whole life as
No.
that
Man.
Justin Jaboody
No,
guy.
no,
you know?
Justin.
Damon Avatar was nuts.
when you
Fucking
die,
cool.
the simulation ends.
That's so stupid.
But that's like a program ending, and you just you reboot it? Like what? I don't understand.
It's like Jerry
No,
Curl
the-
dies, and then I
That's
kill
just it.
myself as the player.
The simulation ends, and that's it.
So dumb.
get real.
It's too dumb, dude. I hate the simulation one.
No, that's ridiculous. Everybody knows that alien overlords are controlling all of us. Come on now.
Unless you guys got something good. You want to read Calamari, Papo?
Sure. Hey, Jaboody crew, love you guys forever and always since like 5 or 6 years ago. My question is, do you believe in mythological shit, as well as like how people have talked about werewolves and vampires or Bigfoot throughout history? Also, for the past 3 Christmas and New Year's, my family and I have seen 3 lights that form a triangle in the sky looking towards Santa Monica.
You mean the
Love you, boys.
Orion's belt?
Love you, Calamari. Wow.
Hey, Calamari.
So with all this new stuff and the Pentagon releasing new stuff and saying that UAPs and UFOs are real and we don't know what they are and Bob Lazar, I'm all
WAP?
UAP. I'm
Oh.
all out on Bigfoot and I'm all in on aliens. That's how I am with that shit.
Really?
You think Bigfoot's running up there?
I don't know about Bigfoot. Werewolves and vampires, I don't think this real life Twilight shit's real.
I haven't seen any scientific data about drinking blood and humans with fangs. And
Well, if you drink blood and you're just a human, are you a vampire?
vampires.
Are you
no?
are
vampire-
you an edgelord?
Vampires got too. Their rules are too stupid.
So you're
Garlic
talking
and-
about like they live forever, they can't see sunlight, they are brides of Satan.
where are they?
No.
Where are they?
No. They
Where they
can't
at?
keep that under wraps. Everybody walks around with a camera in their pocket. There's no way you could keep that under wraps for that long.
It's impossible.
There's no way.
Werewolves and vampires, no way. And if you know where they are, let me know. So Bigfoot's what? Pacific Northwest? Where's the vampires supposedly? Where's the werewolves supposedly?
Yeah,
Transylvania.
Transylvania?
Transylvania?
Transylvania.
Yeah, Transylvania is the capital of Pennsylvania, Justin.
Transylvania?
Mm-hmm.
No, dude. Their rules are so dumb. Everybody loves garlic. Like, you know what I mean? Even if there was some vampires back in the day,
That's just a flavor enhancer.
after our bloodlines have, you'd hear about, oh, did you hear Frank had a garlic on his pizza? He fucking died. It's like, yeah, his fucking great-great-great-grandfather must have been a fucking vampire.
I think it's like
Never looked good in the sun anyways.
vampires are just like the mythical legend of people that are like murderers, like Vlad the Impaler, that dude who would just drink blood. That's all that is, right?
It's just scary.
Are dinosaurs vampires?
They're not human, and they eat garlic in the
Neither
sun.
are vampires.
They don't explode in the sunlight. Otherwise, they would be.
Yeah, there's too
They
many
meet all the
rules.
other criteria except for that.
It's not the same story enough. Every time I've seen a vampire, it's been different. Every time you see a vampire thing, you have to go,
Yeah.
okay, how's this one work? How fast does this one work? Oh, this one's just chilling in the sun? All they wear is sunglasses?
Mm-hmm.
This is stupid.
But what if aliens are what we've early thought vampires were?
So they hate garlic and the sun and all that?
Well, maybe some of the stuff got lost in translation from old wives' tales, but like being abducted in the middle of the night, being sucked dry of all your life essence.
Oh, that's just a prostitute. That's different.
Yeah, maybe the sucking might be a thing, but then it's an alien. It's not a vampire. That's what I'm saying. But I get what you're saying. The vampire and the werewolf and Bigfoot are all the same to me. It's just fucking people telling stories.
Also, I have seen a werewolf. Have you seen the Guinness Book of World Records? Those guys from Buenos Aires that have hair on their face?
Oh, the Wolfmen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I guess that kind of counts.
Not for me.
Oh, no?
I mean,
Not for you.
that's good enough for me.
Oh, it's good enough for you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I figure there's some hairy people out there. If that's all it takes to be a werewolf, then sure, there's werewolves.
Yeah.
I don't know what werewolves have. A silver bullet has to kill them. I don't know.
I'm sure if you shot that guy with the
Dude,
silver bullet, he'd
I
die.
think he would die.
They're
So,
always changing the rules for werewolves. I can't keep up.
yeah, I don't know what the rule is with that.
I mean, I believe in mythical shit, though. Some people, consider the Bible to be mythical, that kind of shit. I believe in
Yeah.
that stuff. That's mythical,
They had
right?
giants.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Bible has dragons. You didn't know?
Jesus was like slinging slingshots at giants and shit.
Yeah.
dude.
Close enough.
Was he a cyclops?
Who?
Goliath?
Goliath?
No, he's just a giant.
No, he has 4 arms though, like Machamp.
Damn.
He's like
yeah.
Zoro.
Yeah,
Bible's-
and David took him out with three. No, he took him out with 1 Master Ball. He just chucked it at him.
Bible's fucking
It's
crazy,
crazy,
dude.
It's nuts.
I mean, you think the lore on vampires is wacky. You read the Bible, it's all over the fucking place. People getting swallowed by whales and shit.
Yo, check out Revelation. You want to see some crazy stuff.
Dude. That revelation coming out in IMAX.
It's out there.
Damon, you want to read Damien's?
Yo, what up, Damien? He says, there's an interesting documentary about how a school in Zimbabwe back in 94 had a spaceship land close to it. About 60 students saw it. They all described the spaceship the exact same way. No way it was a prank. There has to be some form of advanced life out there. It's talked about on Joe Rogan as well.
So I heard about this, and I looked into it a little bit. And one conclusion I could immediately draw was they saw a type of aircraft that they've never seen before.
That's it. That's all you got. Out of that?
Don't they say that it comes out and like gives them a peace sign? It says what's good and all that shit.
Yeah, like a helicopter shows up and guys like, hi, and then they fly away.
The kids said that they were 5 feet away from this thing, and it was a little humanoid shaped living being wearing a skin tight scuba-esque kind of suit.
Yeah, like a
And he was-
hair fighter.
And he got back in it and it took off.
Yeah, like a fighter jet.
This was what year was it though?
94.
94, spaceship
So-
land close to it. You think like our military just parked out there and went, "Hey, little African kids, hoorah!" and then
yours.
took off?
Up yours, children.
What's more believable, aliens or that?
Pops has a point.
So the school is ARIEL.
So Justin,
Where is it? It doesn't even come up when I search it on YouTube.
Interesting.
I gotta
Interesting.
dig. I gotta dig.
how
Phil.
Interesting.
strange.
There's people like telling the story, but yeah. Oh, here it is. It's pretty insane, dude. Why would these kids lie, man?
It's not
So
that they're
many
lying.
kids.
It's just they're interpreting it through a lens of not seeing something like
They're
this
so
before.
stupid they think it's the truth.
This is real shit, dude. Kids telling the story of what they saw.
I once saw a scuba man come out of a ship, and he said my name.
I'm Daniel Mandy, and I saw this silver thing in amongst this clump of trees with this one thing sitting on the side.
Is it cheese?
They
another
say a clump of cheese.
Yeah.
thing sort of like running up and down the top.
When you say thing, was it a form of some sort?
Was it a form of some sort? What was the form of the shape of the bean? Did you
Almost
say
looked like
cheese?
a real person, except it was fairly plump.
No, not really.
Plump like me.
So yeah, clump of cheese. I'm telling you guys, you gotta look into it, man.
I thought this man dressed up as a bat and he was fighting crime.
Oh, you mean Batman?
And he had cheese.
You gotta look into it, man. They followed up with these kids.
Really?
They followed up with them years later as adults. Here's their drawings of what they saw.
Yeah, it's a helicopter.
No, dude.
Yeah, it's a helicopter.
Look at that.
Where's
What about that, huh? What about this alien standing here with his big,
that's-
giant black
that's,
eyes?
That's Bagel Boss. You
but
think
yeah,
that's okay?
all these kids saw it, and they fucking interview them as adults, dude. But they're like, yeah, I fucking saw something that was not from Earth, dude. And they're adults, and like, yeah, I was scared, bro. I still think about it all the time.
I was like, that's not human.
I was just completely engulfed in these eyes.
The eyes. And in that moment.
Why would you lie about this as a kid all the way to this? What do you have to gain from that?
What does that have to do with it?
I don't think
There's
there's
no
anything to
reason to
gain,
lie.
But I have heard stories of people that all their life, like they thought that they saw ghosts when they were little. Come to find out it was a family member like pranking them or something like that. And so it's a little kid that thought what they saw was true.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, no, there's an explanation for it. If you logically think about it. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that that's the case here. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
is an example.
That is really funny to be like, dude, let's rent this like little short school bus and like cover it in aluminum foil and pull up on these kids and go, woo! And like,
Saw the
dude,
prank, bro.
and they'll be fucking scarred for their life, and they'll be doing documentaries in 2021 about these kids.
So if it was like a bunch of teenagers that tinfoiled their mom's van and then
Honda
and
Civic.
jumped out and was like, I would not want to spoil that moment of them being like, yeah, me and my friends we fucking
Let him believe it.
foiled it up and got some high res flashlights, and we're just going around scaring kids.
Got him.
Dude, good prank.
But yeah, dude, look up that one if you're interested in the rabbit hole. That one is the most convincing one I have seen.
I will say it is all a very strange coincidence that, whenever you hear about these description of aliens, how they always look the same.
Yes.
That's very strange.
Short, big heads, just giant eyes.
Looking like Jiren from Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Let's see. Mateus says, I think aliens are more likely interdimensional demons than physical beings from different planets.
That sounds way worse.
Why has it got to be demon though? See, you brought it back.
Way scarier.
Yeah, you brought it back to mythological stuff.
Demons are straight up evil. At least the aliens might want to, collab with us or something.
When you say demon, I hear vampire. It's like, dude, what? Okay, let me just change it. Aliens are more like interdimensional beings than physical beings.
Sure, so they're from the quantum realm or something?
That one's hard for me to wrap my mind around.
Well, yeah, it's like they exist beyond time.
Which is just so hard to imagine.
Well, when your simple human brain,
my human brain
can only see in 3D,
and it frustrates me.
Yeah.
What's that thing called? Was it a tesseract?
Yeah, it's like a tesseract.
A tesseract.
Yeah.
You guys ever seen one of these things?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it in Endgame, Infinity War.
No, but look at it.
Yeah.
You see it spinning?
Oh,
it's like a tesseract.
What?
So our human brains are so humanly.
What dimension is
we
this?
don't understand what this means.
Yeah, so there's an inner box that's the third dimension. Then outside of that is the fourth and fifth
So
dimension.
you're looking at it, and our mind changes. It keeps moving. It's like you show a dog a cell phone. They're like,
I don't. There's some things I just think that humans are never going to be able to fully grasp. I mean, looking at this now, we still don't even know if it's pronounced GIF or GIF. Like, how are we ever going to be able to figure out interdimensional shit? You know what I mean?
dude, you try to follow a corner of this thing, and it just it's gone. So you're saying aliens are? I've heard this theory. They're just popping in and out of shit that we can't. We can't see.
If they exist outside of in the fifth dimension, they can transcend time.
They can just look into it.
So it's like they just take a little vacation to our dimension.
I think they're so beyond vacations at this point.
It's really weird to think about, dude. It's like if you could just jump into a cartoon. It literally is that.
Yeah,
and they're like, what the fuck? I can see all the way around you.
I think WandaVision kind of touches on this a bit.
Really?
Yeah.
I never saw it.
Actually, yeah. Yeah, they do.
But yeah, with the 3D and the other dimensions,
that one hurts my head.
I saw someone say, hey, look at a Tesseract GIF, and that's pretty much your mind just can't fathom what it is and how things would just be able to go like out of nowhere and pop in. You go, what the fuck is that? An alien penis? And whoom, it's gone. It just went right in your mouth for a second and disappeared.
Not again.
Some alien teenager's like, I'm gonna fuck this random stupid human living in 3D. I'm gonna fuck his mouth for like a second watch.
Got him.
And it fucking pops right out.
Yeah.
You go, whoa, where'd that come from, dude? But yeah, the dimensional stuff gets super weird. That's as weird as the simulation.
It's very meta physics, right?
Yeah.
Will Rock says, to answer your question, Jaboody, I'm firmly in the middle on the existence of aliens.
Okay.
Doesn't fully believe, but I also don't fully shun the possibility of their existence. I mean, the universe is infinite. No way we're the only ones in the universe. As for my question to you, what's the most inconvenient superpower you can think of? For example, the ability to uncontrollably throw anything with enough force to break the sound barrier. However, you do not have super strength. So if someone asks you to toss their keys while they're dead, that's pretty inconvenient.
Yeah, that would suck.
Again, see, he went in all in, and then the curveball that make you stop thinking aliens.
Yeah.
People constantly want to turn down this conversation, man.
know.
I love the reaffirming the hardcore centrist take on aliens.
Hard middle. Such a hard middle stance.
Yeah, must be nice to-
He's standing firm right there on the fence.
Yeah.
I don't know. The most one I can think of, every time you fly, it's always you fly, you shit. And you're just shitting everywhere.
You shit and you fly?
Shit and you fly.
Yeah, I like that.
Constant stream
and
of
maybe
shit.
instead of shitting, like you have to fart to fly, so it's just constant
I like that more.
through
Just
the
a
air.
big one.
Yeah.
Like a sonic boom, you take off.
I was watching My Hero recently, My Hero Academia, and in that show, basically everybody that's born has some kind of superpower, and most people have useless ones. There's this one guy who could make blades pop out of his body, which sounds dope, but they only stick out as far as box cutters. So he's like, I can't cut anything.
Oh,
That would be so weak.
Yeah, I remember that show is full of that exact thing.
Yeah, it's like people that most people in society just have useless superpowers, so they all are like, "Fuck me."
Super strength, but your bones break, shit, which is fucking horrible, man.
Yeah.
That look to that show, Will Rock, if you're looking for more.
Yeah.
You have someone want to grab Chris?
Yo, Chris Pearson. Y'all talk about Kung Fu Hustle for a dub. Great choice, by the way. But I recommend Jackie Chan's The Legend of the Drunken Master. Great movie, one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
The movie is next level Jackie Chan, and also has your axe gang, Damon. So Kung Fu Hustle means the skill and dedication of Jackie Chan drunk. I'd pay good money to see a dub of that.
Hell yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think that what he's saying is the axe gang from Kung Fu Hustle is also in Drunken Master.
Axe gang.
I think. It's been a while, but
yeah, we will get to it eventually.
I love Drunken Master, though. That would make for a great dub. Jackie Chan does go hard in that one.
So good.
He's like literally fighting motherfuckers while he's on fire. It's pretty awesome.
Everybody loves Jackie.
Yeah.
Pops, you want to get beef?
Yo, beef, stroke me off. Can you all explain to my wife that you guys aren't just fucking off behind the camera, and that's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears going to the production of the show, dubs, Patreon, and all that stuff?
Why did your wife just assume that? What'd you tell her?
Why are you watching those guys? All they do is fuck off behind that camera. Dude, fuck.
Valid concern, I gotta say.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. I don't know how else to say it. How do you put it into words for him?
mean, just everything.
How do
that
you put it into
see-
words for Beef Stroke Me Off's wife?
Everything that you see live, there's prep that goes into that. Always planning, brainstorming. That's what we're doing.
I think the biggest part with the being live and being like how we are right now, people go, "Oh, he's fucking sitting there."
Yeah, they're just doing that.
Oh yeah,
that's just like saying an NBA player, "Oh, they just dribble a ball."
They just
fucking dumb.
How easy is that?
Or you work in an office, all you do is sit in a chair. Meanwhile, you're like the head programmer for Apple or whatever, and you're like, or you're like a lawyer, or you're sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I think the thing about being live or people, it has that illusion like, oh, I could fucking do that. It's easy. Imagine you have 1,000 people in your house and they can't talk and you're trying to be as entertaining as possible for many hours. Imagine, have 10 people over at your house and be their host and make them laugh. And don't stop talking and don't stop being engaging. Tell me how tired you are.
For at least 3 hours.
And then on top of that,
you are.
Convince those 10 people to tell other 10 people to come hang out with you.
And not only that, but all those people convince them to come back week after week.
Yeah. To buy your T-shirt, to like your retweet, to like your Instagram post about your weird take on fast food.
Everything.
But you know what? I kind of... Sorry, go ahead.
Everything from even the thumbnail of a video can take an hour or two to make a killer thumbnail that just makes people want to click it. That's digitally manipulating, getting in the green room, taking a picture, taking it. Oh, it's wrong. Okay, put your hand closer. Okay, import it in the computer. Okay, now I got to ultra key it. I got to take out the green. I got to put a cool background that doesn't read well. Let me zoom out. Let me get a different font. Do I have a font? I need a font that's like St. Patty's Day font. Let me download. Dude, even a thumbnail can take an hour or two, and you're like,
I'm guilty
fuck.
of that. Yeah, I'm definitely guilty of that.
If you want it to be good, it takes time. So even to the point of, I mean, a dub, even just a one line of a dub, you could take all day if you don't fucking move. So it's the same thing with all this stuff. I guess anybody could pick up a microphone and a computer and do it. Anybody could pick up a basketball and start dribbling.
Well, that's the thing, though. Even though we're busting your balls a little bit, I take it as like a huge compliment to be like, oh, you guys make it look easy, because it's like, yo, Kobe made basketball look easy, right? So it's like, I feel like only the greats make whatever they're doing look easy to other people on the outside that have no idea how much dedication it takes. So for somebody to be like, yo, you guys make it look easy just sitting there talking, I feel like that's a compliment, because it's not easy to do, to be entertaining for, or be funny or whatever we do for that many hours. So I always take it as a compliment when people say something like that.
Yeah, there's usually there's a lot of noise with the like, oh, that's easy, I could do that, and it's just always funny to talk about it, because I know what you're thinking, and it's exactly what I'm saying. You see LeBron, you're like, he just dribbles the ball and throws it. It's I could do that if I was that tall.
But you don't see how many hours LeBron is in the gym after each game talking about, I missed one shot. Let me make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, and it makes sense, and it's fascinating after you've spent 12 years doing this that you look back at your early shit and you see how bad it is, and you go, man, it's pretty cool that we had the balls to keep going even when it sucked. We enjoyed it the whole way.
Dude, I used to hate being on camera. You could tell in the first episodes of the Jaboody show back when we were still in the shed. Like, I hated being on camera. But I'm so glad that we stuck with it, because now it's like just second nature to me. Like, it's so fun.
Yeah, it's a really cool skill too, because it's not easy to, let's say, beef stroganoff. You have 100 people in your 100 people. I have 1,000 people in your house, and you're trying to entertain for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a cool skill you build up, because now when I'm around people, I don't shut the fuck up. But back in the day, I couldn't get one word to come out in front of other human beings.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't say one word.
Oh yeah, same.
It was brutal, dangerously shy, painfully shy.
Charisma is a skill, right?
Oh yeah,
you can totally refine it, and some people have crazy charisma. Like they walk into a room and you're just encapsulated with their presence.
Yeah.
And then most people just have their normal charisma where they're just talking day-to-day stuff. Hey, how you doing, man? That's great to see you.
Yeah.
How you doing?
To that point, too, there's something interesting about streamers, because it's like a lot of, for most people, not us, because we do multi-man, but there's multiple of us on camera. But the people who do it solo, it's like, dude, spending hundreds of hours practicing your charisma in a mirror.
Yeah.
That's fucking...
Basically.
And what we learned is when we go to like cons and you meet other streamers, sometimes they're like this larger than life thing, but you meet them in person and it's smoke and mirrors, and it's like, oh, he's just a fucking to himself dude and very shy, and because now it's real.
Yeah.
We actually interact with each other, so I feel like we've built up a certain muscle. It's like real talking to another human being.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it is tricky to do this, and I give a lot of props to people who do the solo. It is. Imagine being the host literally all by yourself. That is woo.
And to all the patrons,
brutal.
I like to think that we put out an incredible amount of content. When you really start to break it down, we're not just the live streamers. We do movie commentaries. We stream. We have 3 YouTube channels.
Mm-hmm.
We have movie commentary
social
tracks,
media stuff.
Social media.
That is a whole
art,
job, man.
All these other things that it's often forgotten, but there's a lot of stuff. Community building, a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. We're just fucking off. I'm just fucking with you, dude.
Yeah.
We're just fucking behind camera.
Off,
Psych.
We're smoking hella weed back here.
Literally every person we've had join us on the show for like a 1-off or 2-off, or like some of our old buddies have been on, or even having Kelly on, they've all unanimously been like, as soon as we hit offline, bye guys. Just like, dude, I could just sleep. I'm so exhausted. And then every single time they go, how do you fucking do this? And I'm like, yeah, dude.
And I'm like, it's time to make a thumbnail and make an Instagram post.
Get in the green
now.
room. I gotta take a picture of you so I could Photoshop your face coming out of somebody's ass.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude.
A lot of time min-maxing stuff too, which is also
oh my god,
unforsaken.
You can spend a whole day just looking into the changes YouTube is implementing.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, we're doing it wrong. They made this thing 6 months ago. We never changed.
The algorithm is for 10 minutes now.
Right under your ass. Oh, Twitch made this thing how long ago? Oh, there's channel points. We got to design a Xandar thing.
We have to go back and delete all of our VODs? What?
How do I
DMCA?
How do I get Xandar? And a lot of it is stuff you have to figure out yourself, too.
Yeah.
That's the big thing, man. How do you get a Xandar to work? There's no job description. There's no YouTube video for that. I had to do it myself.
Yeah.
I had to fucking get in there and make it happen.
The amount of hours that
But
we
it's fun.
spent troubleshooting shit.
But it's fun, and we love doing it. It's a labor, but it's a labor of love.
I spend a lot of time for the marathons preparing stuff.
Oh, my God.
But I look forward to doing that because I can't wait for the reaction and the aftermath of the craziness that we're able to create.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just a weekly basis of what the tasks that we have to get down with. It's a full-time gig. I'll tell you that much beef stroked me off. It's a full-time gig.
I would like to say that if there is any patrons that are like, man, I can't afford it. I would much rather you take care of yourself
Always.
first and foremost than to have the thankfully the luxury to support independent content creation. with that said, I
Yes.
love the patrons. Thank you guys so much
Best
for
community.
believing in us, because without you guys, this wouldn't be possible in a lot of different ways. So appreciate you guys so much.
Can never
You
thank you
love
guys.
us.
Even just watching is
You really love us.
amazing
We
support.
love you guys.
So thank you guys.
Never thank you guys enough, man. Love you.
Always sharing the knowledge, always trying to help each other out. Just like my boy Vorpox says, psyllium husks make you fart more because it's insoluble and your body makes a gas as a byproduct when trying to break it down. So you fart a lot.
This is confirmed. Your boy's been tooting a lot lately because of
Yeah.
them husks. I
Yeah.
gotta say, they get the job done. You know, I think we talked about this the last podcast too. Everybody was checking up on me and my bowel movements. Thank you guys for your concern. But they make you.
Yeah.
And it's powerful.
It's worth the smoothness, right?
It's worth it.
Smoothness
It's definitely
is nice.
worth it.
Smoothness
As a
is
guy, having strong farts, I don't think is as bad as you think.
Because you never want to be in that situation where you're around your friends and you're trying to make everybody laugh. Check this out, and it's small, and you're sorry. You want the room shaker, right?
Boom.
Yeah, you want to let your presence be known. So now I have those.
Yeah.
And when I do something, I want to be the best. So, it is what it is.
Exactly.
The psyllium has been working good, dude.
Great investment.
Thank you,
Thanks
Vorpo.
again, Joss.
Oh, yeah, dude, anytime. Harris says, we're having to roll it out. Can we expect any news on its hiatus? Louis broke my bonk hammer, and we got to wash our outfits, and I got to prep all the backgrounds.
And
we
Justin just got married.
I just got married, and I made a 20-minute dub.
And we got to check in with our dungeon master to see if he's available.
I will say after 420, I feel like we'll have a little bit more cleared air, but it's also you're right back to square one. There's no dub in the can. It's like, what's the next holiday? We probably have a while.
Yeah.
It's like I think we'll have some time to really get it back going, but I think I hit up Lenny. He's gonna make me a new hammer because Louis broke mine. Yeah, Louis broke my hammer.
Man,
it was hanging on by a thread, and on the back of my mind during was it St. Patty's?
St. Patrick's Day or Damon's birthday, I forget.
On the St.
Yeah,
Patty's.
St. Patty's Day. Yeah.
On the St. Patty's, it was behind me, and I knew it was cracking, and I was like, "Oh, it's hanging on by a thread," and I know that I need to super glue this thing later, and I just never got around to it. All it took was Louis just to pick it up fast, and it just snapped right off.
It wasn't his fault. I wouldn't say it's his
Nah,
fault.
he
I don't
didn't
think
know.
so.
I shouldn't have left it there because God knows anybody would have tried to pick it up, or Didi would have knocked it over. I just love giving Louis shit. But yeah, I need a new hammer.
I do love doing rolled out. It's always fun. So I'm sure we'll probably return to that at some point, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We all like doing it. It's just time, dude. It's just getting it ready. It takes a lot of pre-production because we want it to look pretty. I want it to be pretty. I want
Yeah.
to be proud of it.
Yeah. Next one comes from my boy Tucker. What up, Tucker? He says, y'all ever plan on finishing up Medal of Honor VR? Also, if y'all want the best Star Wars ripoff for a movie dub, check out The Last Starfighter. Super cheese and really early CGI graphics.
Dude, Medal of Honor VR was really funny. We didn't beat it?
No, there's like a couple like straggler missions.
Oh. Dude,
Okay.
that game was fucking funny. I love doing the VR shit. I want to do more VR shit. Right now we're in Resident Evil mode. But, hey, man, who knows? They'll probably make some mods for that shit, too.
They make DLC if there's decent mods. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I loved that playthrough. It was fucking hilarious.
So much fun.
Starfighter also looked like something I just looked up because we're all on this Alien binge, and I was looking for a good Alien movie. I think that one popped up on it.
Our Discord channel is filled with so many movie recommendations. Like we're good on movie recommendations, but it is fun to see like that new type of movie that I just didn't understand. Like the Jiu-Jitsu Nicolas Cage movie. I really, 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 really want to watch that.
Yes.
Yo, say less. Jiu-Jitsu Nick Cage? Let's go.
There's a lot, and anything we'll always add, but it's a huge list of what we got to get to. But thank you, Tucker.
Much love, Tucker.
Pops, you want this one?
Oh, yo, Ket, I hope aliens exist. I want to make love to them.
Y'all, you see the 3-titty girl from Total Recall?
Hey, man, if it ends up like how the other dude said, we assimilate with them and they become a part of our community and our lifestyle, maybe we will start fucking.
I mean, I feel like that's one of the first things we would do.
I think you need to be careful with that, though, because like what your definition of making love might not be exactly what you asked for, because they might electromagnetically enter your consciousness and fuck your ass.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you would think more along the lines of like maybe their vages have teeth or something.
Yeah,
I'm
they,
thinking
You gotta be-
beyond
you be
that.
sk-
I'm
you
thinking
gotta-
Tesseract making love.
And not only that, make sure you get alien consent.
they've never really had descriptions from people who abductees and stuff. From what I've seen, I've gone down the rabbit hole a bit. I've never seen anyone describe them as sexy or attractive. They've all been like 4 feet tall.
Hey,
4 or
I
5
think they're
feet tall.
kind of sexy.
No, I'm saying like 4 or 5 feet tall.
It's fun sized.
No muscle, big head, big eyes, no genitalia. No one's ever described penis.
How's the ass looking though? How's the ass looking?
No one's described them as like shapely. They're all kind of like smooth and kind of nothing and boring.
Damn.
Yeah, maybe long fingers. Some people have said their hands are like ours, but they're like mitts. Like they don't have
Like individual fingers.
they don't have fingers. They
It's
have
flaps.
Flaps.
They got
like
oven mitts? Oh.
which doesn't make sense. I feel like it would evolve into hands. That's
Well,
where
it's
it goes,
because like
know?
you think like humans evolved from like mole rats, right? Because their bone structure.
Yeah, dude.
How do they press buttons?
Well, they all do shit with their mind apparently.
Oh,
Don't
that's
fucking.
right.
Maybe that's why you stop needing your hands. You don't
Yeah.
need them anymore. But yeah, no penis or vagina or boob descriptions on aliens ever. I'd love to see a sexy alien.
I would.
I'll show you some fanfic.
I would love to. Yeah, if you guys have any recommendations of sexy aliens, let me know.
I got a Discord for you.
Oh, I know some for you, Jaboody. Hold tight, buddy. I'll
Yeah.
get you a whole
Now
terabyte.
that you're married, I got you, bud.
I
Who's
got you.
that? Who's that Rosario Dawson character from Mando? Who she play?
Ashako?
That's a sexy alien right
Ashako.
there. I'd suck on them tentacles.
Joker says, what's your most and least favorite food cuisine? Oh, easy, dude. Most? Oh, now they said it's easy. I'm like, no, but what about...
Yeah.
But what about...
You box yourself in.
What
Yeah,
about-
you gotta say now?
I'll say most, definitely, probably, most certainly has to be like an In-N-Out burger, style burger.
Most.
Has to be.
Is that like
I could eat that every
American
day.
cuisine? Is it like?
I guess that's
burgers?
American, you
Yeah.
know.
I'd
It's
say
that or a
most.
close second is like sushi. Just a close second.
Oh, that's good.
I just every day could I eat it though, but I don't know. He didn't say every day, just a favorite.
Favorite.
I think just because of where I live and how frequently I eat, I'd probably say like Hispanic cuisine, like tacos and burritos and all that. Oh, he's so good. My mouth is watering. Just talk about it.
Respectable.
Well, least favorite.
And I'll say also with my most favorite, Indian cuisine has came out of nowhere the last Kelly when she entered my life, she introduced it to me, so it's within the last years.
But
it's
I might-
come into my life.
I could argue, Justin, you're like in the beginner phase of Indian food. There's some Indian food that gets kind of crazy.
Okay.
But
I'd probably say
think-
that's least for me.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the curries and all that stuff.
It's a lot of spices
Ooh,
going
it's a
on.
lot- and I normally love spicy stuff, but no, not for me.
You ever had butter chicken?
Mm-mm.
Tikka masala is
Think it'll-
very good.
Oh,
That's their staple. I think that might change your mind.
yeah, you might be right. I might just be ignorant because I haven't had it yet.
What about you, Pops?
I think the most consistently go-to, like in terms of like, I can have this type of food and I can pretty much figure it out. It's probably Mexican food.
Yeah, you guys on the same boat.
But I think I might be spoiled because I'm from Southern California.
I think so. Yeah.
If I went
me
to
too.
a Nebraskan
Whoa,
Mexican
whoa.
restaurant,
No.
I would probably be disappointed.
True.
Mm.
And also, I'm going to change mine right now and say it's barbecue is actually my most.
I was just
Because
gonna
it's more
say-
American.
Yeah.
And it's what I was trying to get to. I was thinking
Yeah.
burgers on my mind because I want one right now. But it's actually, I know.
I was
I know myself. So I don't know why I said that.
just gonna say
barbecue is my
barbecue, and it doesn't have to be American. It can be all-encompassing Korean barbecue, American
Ooh.
barbecue,
BBQ is the best.
Japanese barbecue. There's something about
Hickory smoked.
grilled meat. It speaks to
Sweet.
me.
Hickory smoked sweetness.
Starting to get hungry, fellas.
Ribs.
Least favorite.
Oh.
I've come to the conclusion that casseroles are just F tier. I don't know what type of food that is, but casseroles can just fuck off. There's nothing good about a casserole.
I've had some good ones.
I've had one or two.
But the average casserole can suck a dick.
You know what? I agree with Pops because the one casserole that I had that was good, I had to just completely douse it in Tapatio. That was the only saving thing about it. So as casseroles, yeah, they're usually pretty trash.
And maybe this is stemming from when my dad would attempt to cook. It was sloppy and not good, and it really just gives me a PTSD of like complaining and crying and and a lot of that.
And it's really hard to pick a least favorite food cuisine as a genre. It's easy to be like, I don't like cucumbers.
Oh, actually, Having a 100-year-old egg. I don't know what the fuck that is, but that was the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten in my life.
That was really gross. Yeah.
That's really fucking nasty, dude.
I don't know how we didn't throw up. That was
100-year-old
nasty.
duck egg.
Ugh.
I might have to think more on the least favorite as a cuisine genre. It's hard because it's all so good, dude. There's something good everywhere. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe like I wouldn't like haggis or whatever.
Haggis
that shit
is probably pretty gross.
Whatever that is.
A little spotted dick.
Scottish or something. I don't know.
Scottish.
Maybe I wouldn't like that. Was it corned beef hash and some stuff? Maybe I don't know. But yeah, thank you, Joker. Harry says he loves hearing about the poop pills. Became a certified nutritionist this year, so hearing you boys take care of yourselves makes my butthole happy.
Harry, I got a question for you. Being a certified nutritionist, what is something that we can do that we're not doing?
Ooh,
great question.
Your boys found the husks.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other thing?
What's another little cheat code?
I love health hacks.
What's the other thing?
I got the vitamin D going. I got you on that. What is something that's going to make my dick longer and me lose weight faster?
Yeah.
All right, you just got to put some zinc in your butthole and you actually end up losing 5 pounds of water weight.
Tell me what vitamin I got to pop. I was just telling Justin not too long ago. I'm officially old because one of the gifts that I got for my 30th birthday from my family was one of those little vitamin holders. You know, the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for all your pills. I'm like, dude, that is, if you don't have one of those, you're not old. If you have one, that is the sign you are officially over the hill.
Oh, yeah.
I don't take that much medication. I mostly take like multivitamin stuff.
Yeah. None of it's medication. It's all just like
supplements.
Like your daily fruits and veggies. You got the one that cleans out your colon. You got the one that's good for your bones. Like I just got all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to keep up with it. So give me some more pills to pop.
Let us know, Harry.
Yeah, let us know, Harry.
Ayo in the house.
Ayo, she says, Jaboody with that experimentation. Excited to see what the future holds for the best content and community on the internet.
Stay tuned, Ayo.
I will.
Much love, Ayo.
Who's this? Oh, Sama. He says, or she, all I have to offer this thread are photos of an alleged UFO contactee. It's a nice change from the usual potato quality we've come to expect from UFO photography. And then he drops a strange...
Whoa, it's an encrypted link.
Spooky encrypted link. Do I search
Justin,
this?
Do we dare?
Open up the dark web, connect the VPN, and enable the packet tracer, and let's see what this is.
Dark webbing. I'm in the dark web now. The screen got dark, boys.
Whoa.
What?
Dude!
Whoa, dude.
Yo, stop playing with me.
What the shit, fuck?
Dude, these are real?
1975?
We should be looking at
These are fucking real as shit, dude.
Yo, I feel like the government's about to come after us, man.
You know what?
You had the packet tracer on, right?
Tell me you got the VPN.
The craziest thing about all this shit, let's say these photos are absolutely 100% real. It's so funny to me that we've spent all this time making movies and comic books and cartoons, and it is just like this.
Yeah.
And we've just been staring. It's been right under our noses this whole time.
Could that be a frisbee? Somebody just... And then they got that picture perfectly timed.
It matches what Bob Lazar was talking about.
Look at that sucker.
Did it crash in a tree?
It literally
Yeah,
looks,
Some alien?
That's a big ass frisbee caught in a tree.
it literally looks like something was just thrown into the frame. Just like you threw a disc, like a dish, a frying pan.
I do feel bad for the person that like did see an alien and like no one believes them.
Like, what if this is fucking 100%
Yeah.
real and we're looking at it
We're
and we're like,
making a goofing about
fucking stupid, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
But it could also be, somebody holding that shit on the end of a fishing line going...
Take the picture, take the picture, take the picture.
With the family, though, why would you take a group family photo in front of
A
it?
candid
Damn,
family
imagine
photo?
being photobombed by a UFO.
Yeah, great. Trying to take this family photos, touching moment. Goddamn ET shows up, phoning home in the background.
I do like the rule of, going back to that one, the rule of thirds. Great cinematography for this specific shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like it was planned out.
I don't know, man. Who knows? Maybe that is it. It's just, it sucks now with Photoshop. Photoshop ruins.
Oh, these could so easily be
Photoshop
edited.
ruins
Yeah.
credibility of like everything,
Yeah.
man.
Yep.
And it's a bummer that it does
There's
that.
no way to prove that these photos are real.
Like I love Photoshop, but it just ruins all UFO phenomena,
Phenomenal.
all of it, dude. Like all these saucers are just flying
They
around.
look
and
like can openers.
it's so easy to Photoshop it too, dude. It is so easy to Photoshop it. I can make the most convincing shit in an afternoon with Photoshop. It's disturbing.
Fingers crossed, boys. This June, I need some undisputable evidence. Like,
Unless it's like they drop some shit, you're like, I wish I didn't know. That's what I'm a little bit nervous
I'm not
about too.
I'm not worried about that at all.
What if it was like an encrypted message, like you have till the 4th moon of Kryptar to make contact or else?
That's all I'm saying, dude. Maybe they don't want to tell us because they know it's fucked.
And we're like, we're at the 5th moon of Kryptar, and we don't know what else is happening at this
That's what's scary.
specific moment.
That's what's a
Yeah.
little terrifying, man.
We haven't heard anything back, and
That'd be fucked if June they drop a time limit because it's like, well, there's a week left and we didn't want people to be panicking now, so we'll do it
Until
now.
we blow up your planet
That'd be
and
fucked.
steal your resources.
Like, yo, God, you better do something about this. Mwah. Better do something, God. You better save the planet.
Now's a good time to step in.
Lord Jesus. Lord.
Daniel says, for a Chuck Norris movie, there's basically a big jerk off. Check out Sidekicks. The basic idea of the movie is a kid is in love with Chuck Norris movies and daydreams he's in them, and then it goes from there. It's directed by his brother, too. Also, Forest Warriors a trip. Do I believe in aliens, he asks. Yes. It's nearly impossible that in the vastness of the universe that our planet is the only place with life. Plus, there's a whole multiverse theory. Do I believe aliens have been to Earth? Yes.
What?
But unlikely how people think. Have I been abducted? No. But then again, if I would have, would I know? I like this. The vastness of space, yes, of course.
All right,
the
get out,
multiverse theory,
get
of
out of here
course.
with this Marvel multiverse shit.
I don't. The multiverse, and this kind of goes with the simulation with me. I'm like, it's too. Whatever.
Yeah, come on. There's like
vampire.
100 other versions of Damon in other dimensions. Yeah, right. There's only one me.
And once
I'm
gonna
right here.
Reach into the 4th dimension right now and slap you and then disappear, and you're like, what the fuck? Like me from the year 8000.
Only one person slaps me like that, and that's me.
Have they been to Earth? Unlikely how people think. Maybe they just look through a telescope.
Or they get lost.
They just watch.
I think what he is, if I were to interpret what he's saying, like if there was like a radio wave coursing through the cosmos, it has touched us and moved past us, and we were too primitive to detect it.
Yeah, we couldn't understand it if
So
it did.
yeah, they sent out some kind of communication, but we don't have the technology to pick it up yet.
Yeah. Thank you, Daniel. And we'll
Thank you,
check out
Daniel.
those movies.
Also, check your butt. You might have been abducted. There might be some stuff in
Yeah,
there.
it hurt when you wake up.
Yeah, I kind of want to shotgun a few because we're already going long with this schlong,
Okay,
dude.
Do people not like the podcast being long?
Do you
Eh,
like the podcast being long? Let us know on this
sh-
post with the question that you post on the thing.
Because I could talk forever.
There's just so much content, you guys. It's just so
Yeah, if you guys don't
much.
mind. I mean, there's a lot here. I'm interested. I want to read them.
Oh, let's get the Galactic Bryce at least. Come on.
Galactic Bryce, he says, well, now I'm stuck in the rabbit hole. Thanks a lot. Nah, just kidding. This is fucking dope. I always like the Men in Black theory that aliens are currently living among us, look like us, and looking like us. Imagine finding out some of your friends and family have been aliens this whole time. But here's my question to you guys. Which do you find scarier, outer space or the ocean?
Ooh, that's a good question, because there's definitely aliens in the ocean.
A lot of theories say that those the Tic Tacs, they go down and they're fucking with our bottom of the ocean type shit.
Yeah.
And then they fucking go down, collect our water, and fucking go back up to.
Dude, like, it's a trip because there's
Wherever.
literally so much ocean that hasn't even like been like discovered yet, or been ventured into yet. That there could be sea monsters and shit that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
There could be alien type beings and shit down there. I don't know.
Some of my favorite theories are that they come down so quick and so fast, they just go bloop, right in the water, and they're
wow.
like studying our ocean, and then they just bloop, and they're out, and we would never know because it's in the middle of buttfuck nowhere,
Yeah.
Bermuda Triangle, fucking we don't know what's going on, and they're just like, oh shit, one of them got a photo of me, whoop,
Well,
Yeah.
Justin, that's actually a pretty good theory because, like, if we were to master our own ocean, we could just send a drone type thing going down there, explores the entire map of the ocean, and then comes back up and gives you all the data you need. If we had that same technology, we would go to some moon of Jupiter, which is all ocean, plop a drone down, come back up and be like, oh, there's like livable creatures in here that we can exhibit and coexist with if the Earth somehow becomes shattered from global warming.
Yo, Elon Musk needs to hurry up with that technology because.
So if an alien had that same potential, yeah, go check out what Earth has to offer because there's some pretty crazy shit there.
They've got bears. It's pretty awesome. They got bears.
I like that theory. They're fucking with the water.
It's not bad, yeah.
And yeah, I don't know how much of our time goes into ocean exploration. Everyone's focused on space, but yeah, how much of that do we do? I'm sure it's going on.
It's
I just
happening
don't.
for sure.
I don't pay attention.
But-
What was it James Cameron went down there with a camera not too long ago?
When he raised the bar, yes.
Yeah, and he took pictures of see-through shrimp, and we're like, whoa,
sick.
Yeah, but there's people, they're like, why are we wasting all these resources explaining extra, like, planets when we should be mastering our own?
No.
Yeah.
So there is some conspiracy there.
I like both. Why can't we do both?
Like
That's
my
better.
internet went out for like at least 8 hours the other day. Until we can get to that down to the bottom of that, we're not traveling through space.
A lot of
Until
steps.
I have solid internet here on Earth, like they need to get their shit together.
There's a lot of steps
You know
there,
what I mean?
man. I feel you on that one. Norris.
Norris.
Dubbed Tremors movies.
Ooh, Kevin
Did we
Bacon.
not do one of those?
We have not
No.
touched Tremors
We didn't touch it?
at all.
I swear we did one.
We have not.
We will. We will. We will.
me some
I
Kevin
love
Bacon.
Tremors. I love it.
Yeah.
D-Ray says Mars Attacks, Kung Fu Hustle, brilliant ideas. We've been thinking about both of those a lot.
Yep.
Thank you,
They're
Dre.
going to happen. Kyle says, not a question. Shout out to Justin for the poop pills and the micromodal underwear. Dog.
Yo, the underwear, straight up.
Yo,
Get
we need
yourself
to
some
start
David
getting
Archie's.
these poop pills and the underwear sponsors
Dude,
because
we
this
really
is
do.
not fair because the people are making money off of our recommendations.
Everybody's butt is so well taken care of because of us,
Yes,
boys.
that's right. Yo, I'll rock nothing but the David Archie's on stream just to show them off, bro.
Also,
I
whoever,
recently rebought more of those, so my whole underwear library is now top tier underwear only.
and
I
whoever
threw out everything else.
Kyle's clapping is probably appreciating it because when they drop those trow, there's no like weird funk going on down there.
There's no dingleberries.
Doesn't stink up the bathroom because it's one solid clump that's just flushed immediately.
Easy wipe,
Easy
No-
wipe, easy lipe.
no bacterial clinging to your scrot.
Nothing.
Yo.
Tim says, check out Unacknowledged on Hulu if you're into aliens. Now, I tried to watch this one. It's the same dude. It's the Stephen Greer guy who I told you guys was selling the app for $10 so you can talk to aliens too.
He looks like he sells like male enhancement pills.
Yes, I don't know why, but he
definitely takes HGH.
He definitely looks like he does. This guy, man,
This guy looks like an alien. You guys remember Men in Black where the roach, like, where's the alien skin? He's
yes.
like, I put sugar in water.
Yes.
That's who this guy looks like.
So, this documentary, this guy, man,
Come on, man. Look at his face. It's like alien Stephen King.
he lost me in the other one I saw, what is it? Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. Which is just selling it, and he said it's a $10 app. I just lost all respect for him. This guy was in Congress and hearings and stuff, and I mean, when you show notes, it didn't do anything. You know, he just photoshopped it, and it's all wacky editing, and they do the audio like, and it's like, what are you doing? And they're quoting like Truman and you know what I mean? FBI.gov.
It's
and
just edited all nice to look.
some of these guys, like, I don't know this guy. Was he really Apollo 14 astronaut? Is this really him?
Yes.
Is this him? Is this the
This
guy?
is the real man.
He's all about it. He's like, fuck yeah, dude. They're
Really?
fucking here. We got their shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. You see this guy, Edgar Mitchell, Apollo 14 astronaut. He says some shit on camera. You know, like, why would he lie? Well, I don't know how much Stephen Greer pay him, but then he was an astronaut. Do you think he has enough money? I don't know.
Stephen Greer's like, you want some male enhancement? I got something for you, Edgar.
So
Let me get some of that $10 paywall money you got.
if this guy pops off,
and people have been.
Oh my God.
if this
Okay.
guy, dude, and this is another thing, they flash by these images so quick and they don't talk about it.
Here's what my DeviantArt alien character would look like if I For the cosplay.
Like, so this is we're looking at a drawing of an alien, but they don't say who drew it or what it is or what. Like, they flash so many articles in this documentary, so many photos, so many things.
Look at his hand. The alien's thumb is on the wrong side.
I think the artist.
My God.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you see that?
I'm gonna be sick.
So we evolved.
That's fucked up, man.
We evolved to not have toes. This thing doesn't have toes. It's just plain feet. There's so much that is unacknowledged in this unacknowledged movie.
Oh, I've seen that motherfucker before. That's the strongest mortal in Universe 11.
Look at
That's the
that.
strongest mortal in Universe 11. That's Jared.
How much? What else do you need?
Proof.
A proof post-it? What else do you need? A post-it that says proof on documents. Now, I saw a lot of people say, oh, Justin, you're going down the rabbit hole. You got to watch this. You got to watch this. They expose the truth. Here he is in Congress back in his heyday.
He hasn't started his testosterone treatments yet.
Are we sure this guy's not related to Stephen King? Are we sure he's not a science fiction writer?
Yeah, it's kind of like a buff Stephen King.
Yeah.
If he didn't have an alcohol problem.
So there's just way too much unacknowledged. And you know where this guy really loses me in this documentary he made? He starts crying again. And I don't know why.
What's he crying about?
What's wrong with crying?
It's just so, the camera's on. You need to make this look real, so crying.
Alien.
You think he's fake crying?
Because if you were doing a thing on, and it wasn't really like you're trying to let people know that aliens are real, and let's say you started tearing up, would you want to be like, let's reshoot that scene?
This is where this next part's hard. When I first touched the alien, the warmth was not natural. It was more like a deep-seating eeriness to my soul.
Why would you keep the take where you started crying? Why don't you just re-say it?
He went after me.
Do you think it's just the guilt of all the lies finally weighing down on him?
Maybe. He had some shit where someone else who knew everything looked at him and was like, hey, Steven, how are you trying to tell everybody? How do you live with yourself? He goes, I have a hard time living with myself. I was like, that just comes off as you really like attention.
Yeah.
And it just lost already. The $10 app.
You're a drama queen, man. You don't need to cry. Well, unless they abducted you personally and, fucked your wife. Why are you crying? I don't understand.
I feel like if he got his order wrong at Starbucks, he'd start angry crying at you and blaming aliens.
I wanted a grande.
So,
not at all.
Your boy Buzz Aldrin?
Yeah.
He even says some shit. I
hope so.
He said there's a geometric shape on the fucking backside of the moon.
A geometric shape?
What?
Yeah, dude. Let me see if they'll claim the video.
Oh my God!
You ready? You ready for the truth?
Of Mars. There's a
Mars. Excuse me, not the moon. Sorry, Mars.
Oh,
the moon.
The obelisk?
Of Mars.
Oh, the moon of Mars. Okay, here we go.
Phobos.
You ready?
That changes everything.
Check it out.
There's a very unusual structure. When people find out about that, they're going to say, "Who put that there?"
So no.
You've never heard.
That specific clip is completely out of context. I know this exact clip.
What's he talking about?
He's like, when people see that geometric figure on the moon of Mars, they're gonna be like, "What is that?" It's just a rock. I don't know how to say this, but it's just a rock.
Did they cut him off right before he said that?
Yes.
It's absolutely nothing to be concerned about.
It just happens to look like a obelisk.
But Pops, you see, the thing is, that is exactly you. How do you hide? You hide in plain sight.
True, and then you edit the video right before you say.
How do you hide it? You have Buzz Aldrin just literally joke about it, and then buy my $10 app.
You hide in plain
Use promo
sight.
code Alpha.
That's what he says in the beginning of the thing. You're hiding in plain sight. How do you hide a giant secret? You hide in plain sight.
Man, this guy's just a great science fiction writer. I'll give him that.
It's not even that good at science fiction. That's what pisses me off.
Okay.
That's why I love Bob Lazar's story, because it's straight up good science fiction of, hey, I worked on him. Someone believe me. And everyone's like, nah. And they fucking destroy his identity. I'm like, this is like a cool movie plot. But cutting off Buzz Aldrin when he goes, it's just a rock. Like that is, and then charging an app, it's just bad science fiction. I'm sorry, you guys, but a lot of you guys said I needed to watch this one, and they show so much footage of this stuff where it's like a little tic tac thing, and they let it B-roll while music is going. Good. I'm like, why not talk about what that is?
Because we don't know.
For black programs, they have the technology.
They just show stuff like this all the time.
And it blows up.
An alien invasion.
Invasion and like, what is this? This is like the binder art. of
What
the
the
binders
hell?
we used in like elementary school.
Yeah, this is like the CD cover for like a Social Distortion album.
Yeah. And it's not even that high tech. Like if aliens had ships, it'd be more than this. It's like a
Yeah.
Windows 95 screensaver.
Oh, we know what this is, and for the low price of $9.99, you can know too.
I don't like this guy. His shit sucks, dude. I wanted to like. I was watching it. I'm like, and then he's like, Marilyn Monroe was killed because she was gonna squeal about aliens.
Right. Okay.
And I'm like,
Michael Jackson knew too much. So
well,
they
the
had to take
Kennedy.
him
He's like,
back.
it's like you find
All right.
anything that is a major event, and you tie it to the Kennedys. He was shot because he was about to say some shit about it, and he's cheating with Marilyn Monroe, and she was like, I'm gonna tell everybody about the aliens too, so they all died.
You know what that is? It's explaining like mysteries through like I have all the answers to all of your life's mysteries. Long story short, it's aliens.
Yes.
Just using random events in time to prove your narrative is ridiculous.
And I'm like, some of the stuff he says is kind of interesting, and it's a good angle, and you have this fucking astronaut saying something probably out of context, but it's interesting. And then he just like blows over and drops like 3 other things. We're going, wait, what? She was killed? What?
Yeah,
and you just go,
aliens.
dude, you're
Yep,
losing
sorry.
your credibility a mile a minute. And then you have the B-roll and the fucking music. And it's like,
Aliens invented propofol to kill Michael Jackson.
it's like, what are you doing, dude? You're killing your credibility so quick, man.
Wait, Kim Jong-un was an alien?
What did he say about him?
Then third world, then terrorists would be identified. Then third world country crazies. The last card is the alien.
Oh, they're talking about like the series of events leading to alien reveal.
Oh, it's such a human thing to be like, this current moment in modern history will unfold all of life's mysteries.
Finally.
Now, I remember being a kid and running in like the living room and seeing like my dad watch the History Channel and stuff, and you'd always see him watching like Ancient Aliens and shit. And
Yeah, the guy with the crazy hair.
those bad TV shows that just go, do you believe it? No, it's interesting. It's like, I get it. I get it now. I remember as a kid be like, I'll never watch those shows. It's so boring. But I'm like, truth might be out there. But this guy, man, I don't know, dude.
What was his name? Steve Greer?
Stephen Greer, yeah. I watched it. It's on Prime. I was so like, all right, this malarkey's got to go. I'm done. It was like halfway through. I was like, dude, this is some outlandish shit.
There's like, I want the truth to be out there, but in order to get the truth out there, I have to charge $10. It's like, do you?
Just ruined it for me. You ruined it. Ruined it so hard for me, dude. A Timid Wild One says, whoa, dude, I think we have like a story here. So I never really believed. ...
Ellipses.
But I live in Phoenix, which is known for the Phoenix Lights. I always just chalk it up to drones or weather balloons. Yeah. About 6 years ago, I heard what I thought was helicopters. And after 10 minutes of it not stopping, I went outside. I looked up, and I really can't explain it, except for other than it was like if someone took a star and pulled it from the sky. There were 5 in a point and had nothing connecting them. I just froze and started crying. I tried to wake up my sister, but no luck. They started to move and I went and hid. The next day I met up with some friends and tried to explain what happened. And then all the light posts in the park went out. One of the most terrifying moments of my life. You guys have any creepy experiences?
First of all, a Timid Wild One, I believe your story. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for
It must have
sharing.
not been easy.
I think it's fucking dope, dude. You had some
Interesting.
shit go down. That's another thing, too. A lot of people, when they see some shit, it gets, like, personal somehow.
Oh, the guy cried.
It gets personal.
He felt like he was gonna die.
I mean, I've never had it. I can't. It's hard to feel, but it's like, dude, what happened? It's crazy. 5 in a point and nothing connecting them, and they were zipping away like you pulled a star out of the sky. And then the park started going out. What the fuck?
Why wouldn't your sister get up?
Yeah,
No
why
luck.
didn't she wake up?
No,
dude, I
because-
would fucking wake your asses up if there was a fucking thing.
I would be like,
I
yo,
would get you up.
Somebody else needs to see this. I'd be, Justin, you need to wake up.
Pops, wake up!
Yeah,
There's
wake
aliens
up.
outside. I'm sleeping right now.
I would wake you guys
Do
up.
not.
You guys would
disturb.
believe me and wake up and see.
If you said some shit like, there's something unexplainable in the sky right now, you need to come see this, I'd be like, Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Half awake, but okay.
Yeah, dude, I would get up.
And you're crying.
Oh.
Yeah, if you guys had some shit, I would fucking wake up all grumpy. I would still get up to go see it. Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Light posts in the park going on. Spooky. Do we have any creepy experiences? I don't have any ghosts or alien stuff yet. But now I'm looking up a lot more.
The closest I had was I was at my grandparents' cabin, which is very isolated, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember going out to the deck and looking out to like the really like deep foresty part of the woods.
Yeah.
And this is pitch black. It's probably like 11 o'clock or whatever it is. It's pretty dark outside. There's no lights. And I see this just strobing light just goes flying by. 90% sure it was just like a plane or a helicopter looking for something in the woods. But it was like, holy shit, that's like fucking intense.
Whoa, dude.
And when you're 11 years old, your mind fills in the gaps of what doesn't make any sense to you.
Why didn't you ever tell me?
I have told you. You just didn't believe me.
Oh, man. Probably a bunch of bullshit.
Man, I don't know, man.
I'm looking up more. I'll tell you that much.
Creepy. I don't have any. Not that I can recall. And I've been out there looking for them. I still can't find any. So I can't say that I have. But it's just interesting what happened to you, man.
I really hope whatever does get announced during the summer solidifies whatever mystery you have in your life.
Yeah, I want to see the video of Bob Lazar popping off when the video hits the internet. He goes, like he does the jump, the Jordan.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, the Game 6.
Yeah, I want to see him like pop off hard. And I'm sure you will too, timid wild one.
Lasers rule! Major laser! Score one for the major laser!
Dude,
I told you, beta cocks.
Lightning Pirate. Oh, he's got a good one. So I watched the Bob Lazar documentary after this, and I was really disappointed with how poorly it was done. I agree that his claims are compelling. He seems like a kind of guy who wouldn't make this stuff up, but this documentary does a tremendously poor job of getting that across, especially with the shitty editing and Mickey Rourke narration. I completely agree. Also, half of it is just the douchey filmmaker standing around his house barefoot on the phone.
Ew.
So Lightning Pirate, I cannot suggest harder that you just watch Bob Lazar on Joe Rogan. He talks to him for 3 hours, and it's light years better than the documentary. For the same exact reasons you said it fucking sucked, the documentary did blow hard ass.
Yeah.
Does Joe Rogan talk about his prostitution debacle?
No, he doesn't talk about his wife cheating on him either.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyways.
But we didn't finish what Lightning Pirate said.
I think it's another one here.
Oh,
that's a different person.
Oh,
I think
it is.
so.
My bad. You're right. You're right. Sorry.
But yeah, Lightning. Thank you, dude.
Thank you, Lightning. The next one was from Zeus. I thought that was part of Lightning's post. He says, what about ghosts? Y'all believe in ghosts? I didn't until I saw a fucking ghost car at my old job. Shit was wild.
Ghost car.
Is that like a fully see-through car, like ghostly neon green or something?
Ghost car. Dude, I've never seen a ghost. I don't really believe in ghosts.
I've never seen one.
Because think of all the humans that have died. There'd be ghosts fucking ever. There's way more dead people than there are alive people, right?
Yeah, it's all Victorian era. Well, what about all like the caveman ghosts?
Yeah.
Where are they? Where are they? They would be fucking everywhere. There's so many dead people.
I've never seen a ghost, but I have had one instance where something kind of, well, I don't want to say unexplainable because it's totally explainable, but a long time ago I used to work at Sears. And horrifying. I know. It's not a good place to work. But when I worked there, I worked downstairs in the warehouse. And the warehouse at this store was about, I'd say 2 stories underground. It was pretty deep underground. And people used to always talk about how weird shit would happen that they couldn't really explain it. I was like, oh yeah, what? Yeah, right, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So one night I was taking inventory for the clothes section. And the clothes section of the warehouse downstairs is way, way in the back. So I was just far away from anybody, where anybody would be. There was like 2 or 3 of us working. There's not a lot of staff in the building that night. And I'm literally just taking inventory, and I just hear footsteps coming down like this long hallway where the warehouse was, right? And I'm thinking like it's one of my buddies, one of my coworkers, and I go to it. I'm like, "Yo, Victor, what's good?" I'm like trying to joke around because it was just me and him working that shift, and I didn't hear anything. So I turn the corner and I try to see like what the fuck was the sound of those footsteps. I don't see anybody. And I'm to the point where like, well, that's weird. Maybe I just missed whoever was walking down here because people would walk through there all the time, right? But I was like, no. Honestly, I would have been to the point where I would have seen them. They wouldn't have got away that fast. And so I was like, that was kind of weird. So I just kind of mind my own business. I go back to take more inventory. I hear their footsteps again. And I never saw anybody.
Whoa.
Fuck, man.
I never saw anybody. And that store had been open for like decades. It was like one of the earlier Sears that have opened. So people were always like, yeah, downstairs is haunted. You never fucking knew that? And I was like, I never seen shit. I heard shit.
Hearing shit.
And it could easily have been somebody walking by that I maybe just didn't see.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was just eerie how it happened because you expect when you hear such loud footsteps like that, you expect to see where they came from.
Yeah.
And to see nothing after that, you're just like, that was kind of creepy. That was a little eerie. Hair is standing up on the back of my neck a little bit. But that was like the closest thing I've ever had. And I was like, that could easily have been somebody else, you know?
Yeah. I always just hear other people's stories, but I don't have any of my own.
I used to work with people at the Queen Mary, and they insisted that it was haunted.
Yeah, a lot of people say that about Queen Mary.
Yeah, they say that.
I think I've been around that boat. I think I was even walking on it once, but I was kind of like, nah. But at the same time, I was like, I don't really want to stick around and find out.
I kind of kicking myself because I got offered to do a very rare thing. It's visit the boiler room after hours in complete darkness.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, and the boiler room is intense. Like, just visiting during the day.
But this is another thing. Why did ghosts like dark, and why has it got to be dark?
It's because the temperature, it gets colder, and the EMPs raise up when the temperature drops.
Like, why isn't it
It's
just
scary.
Why isn't it just like a bright sunny day on the street and you go, whoa, that lantern's just flickering and moving weird?
No. If they want to communicate with us so bad, right? You'd think it'd be in broad daylight or somewhere I could easily see your ghost ass.
You have to be alone and you have to be in the dark. Why can't you stand in the bright sunny street with 10 people and see some fucking shit?
Speak to us, oh spirit. We're calling out to you here in broad daylight. Speak to us.
Or aliens if I buy the $10 app.
I would love to document like actual ghost hunting. That would be fucking so cool. Go to like an abandoned insane asylum.
There's really nothing scary about it other than your own fear of video games and movies and what they've told you.
Exactly.
That's
it. That's so true, yeah.
Let's see. Alibaba says, would aliens hate or love video games? I'd imagine it'd be primitive as fuck to them, but who doesn't love a little button mash?
So here's something you got to ask. If aliens are capable of intergalactic travel, what type of video games are they playing?
Whoa.
That's like a whole nother layer of VR.
Like, what is entertaining to them? They can go to any planet, anywhere.
And at the same time, to the other side of what you're saying, if you took a spyglass to a ant farm and you saw them playing little ant video games, they have no idea you exist. Here you are, the eyes in the sky, looking down at them, and they're playing with their little... Their games are fucking lame by comparison to what we have as the guy who can look down and study them.
The only thing I can compare it to is like when a dog is playing with a bone or a ball. They're having the time of their life.
Yeah.
Me observing, I'm like, oh, that's very funny. I will join you in your game. I'm throwing them the ball. We're both having fun.
Yeah.
It's as primitive as possible for me.
Yeah.
But this has just been blowing my fucking mind. The ball's getting tossed in the air and I'm catching it.
And it's
Big
bouncing.
fun!
Yeah. That's my thing. When you think about looking down at ants and what they, but what's okay. Here's the thing that makes me really funny though. Imagine you looking down at ants, and they're making movies, and they're in a movie theater watching a movie about what they think you look like.
Didn't they make a movie about this, ants?
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying,
Seinfeld?
I'm just saying, like real ants watching a movie of ants, and they're like on their feet, and they fucking put like fake skin, and they make like I'm a human, and they're like watching horror movies about humans. You know, that's another angle too. We always think aliens are gonna kill you.
Yeah, so maybe aliens are just watching us like, oh, so close, but no,
yeah, not
really.
even,
no, sorry,
not even close. I can't stop, guys. This is too good, and we're almost done. So let's just finish it up. It's gonna be
I have no problem with that.
Extra thick pod. I like it.
Yeah.
Seas. Anyone want to read Seas? Right. This is a good one.
My dad had a UFO sighting experience as a kid in the 70s. He was up at the family lake house in a pretty desolate area, upstate New York. Still desolate to this day. Sitting out on the porch with my grandma watching the sunset, when then they both rose to see a ball of light slowly rise up from beyond the mountains far off in the distance. They thought it might be a helicopter at first, but sound carries off a lake and they would have heard it. It was dead silent. My dad said that it hovered for a good 10 seconds and then shot up to the sky, zoomed across the horizon like a bullet. Him and my grandma were frozen and speechless at what they just saw. To this day, they still can't explain what could have been.
Damn, dude. Sick.
Shit. So the way that it took off like a bullet like that and just completely defies gravity, people have been saying that's how they move, right?
It's very similar to like what I said in a lot of ways. Like I thought it was a helicopter, right? It kind of moved like a helicopter.
Did you hear? Do you remember hearing it?
It's so long ago, and my mind can't. It fills the gaps of memory. So I don't know.
Man, that's cool. Your story really lines up with a lot of it just kind of floating there, no sound, and then boop, gone. A lot. Because half the time I'm like, that story sounds like a shooting star or comet, you know?
Yeah.
But when it's floating and then it goes zip, that's some wild shit.
That's crazy.
Dude. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, there's something hard to explain. Like when you see something like that should be making sound right now, based off of what I know and what exists. That should be doing something that makes sense to how I understand physics.
Because everything that humans have that stays in the air is very fucking loud, right?
Mm-hmm.
So loud.
So loud. So to see something just zip across with no sound, I'd be like, was that a shooting star? What was that?
And what's interesting is like you as like a family have this shared experience, right? So it's like, I still can't make that out.
Yeah,
and I tell people they don't believe me.
But family usually believes. Usually these people who have these stories, they always go, what does your family think? They go, they believe me, but they don't try to like tell everybody.
That would be cool to see it with a family member at the same time. So you know you're not crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody can confirm what you see, right?
Yeah.
To share it. And hey, we don't judge. If you got, everybody listening, if you got a story, no liars, no Stephen Greers.
Ew.
Tell us if you got a fucking story, dude. It's tricky when
interesting.
You got someone else's story.
Yeah.
But this is family, so I'll believe C's.
Close enough.
But you know, if you got especially if you got one, dude, that you saw, let us know, dude. Tell me, I'll believe you. I'll believe you, dude. Tell me. I want to know what happened.
I might bust your balls a little bit about being abducted and having a droid up your ass.
But that's you gotta have fun with it though.
That's
what we do. That's what we do.
You gotta have fun with it, dude. If you had a UFO story, we gotta have fun with it.
Yep.
And no liars, for God's sake.
Seriously, guys, come on.
Ugh, liars.
Tell the truth about your alien abductions.
D-Ray wants to know about Ghost of Tsushima. We loved it. Will there be more of it? Probably not. It was a fun game. It's a great game.
I always wanted to do the online multiplayer, but I don't know if we'll
one of the best games of 2020. I don't know how much content we can squeeze out of it.
It's definitely a sit back, turn your brain off, chill.
Yep.
And experience the amazingness.
Bob Lazar experience, I can tell you that.
But right now we're kicking in a kick out of talking about Bob Lazar with everybody getting their fucking stories.
I'd love to see Jin Sakai take on a laser or alien though.
Yeah, it'd be sick. Thank you, D-Ray.
Thank you, man.
Diego always fucking got one, dude.
Ooh, one last story. Let's go.
Just a few miles away from my city, they have an annual UFO days. Back in the 70s or 80s, apparently, aliens came and killed cattle, and people seen UFOs and aliens, I guess. Now they celebrate it. LOL. It made national news back then, but that was before my time.
Yeah, I hate to say this because it's kind of gross and dark, but cattle mutilation was one of those things that weird kids did in order to make like UFO stories. It's like the crop pattern.
Yeah, what's with the crop stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could easily be done. Yeah.
The thing that's interesting about when it is cattle is they're like mutilated in the weirdest ways where there's no blood or anything though.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is that?
I
Torching them?
Just
I don't
little
know
kids
specific
going
examples
down there with the gun, like that they used to shoot them between the eyes or something.
Just yeah.
Well, no, like they're open, like they're
what the
like the animal has its skin on, but it'll just have like as if you fucking use some fucking high-powered laser that we don't have access to, and you just clearly cut around it while it was alive, and there was no blood or anything.
Yeah, it's all cauterized or whatever.
That shit is weird, dude. Like some people say, like, yeah, Betsy was just laying here, and it's like way far away from the rest of their cattle. It's a corpse all by itself. It's cut into, and they're like dried out. Like all the blood was sucked out of this thing, and it's chilling there with its skin still on. So what the fuck is that?
That's
who does
weird.
I want to know who's doing that and how, dude. But why cattle? Maybe because humans are eating it at a large scale, and they're like, we must study their food and see what they do. If it is alien,
let's try some of that beef.
Where's
the beef? Where's the beef?
Or it's a hoax, and the farmer just fucking spent all night skinning Betsy and then putting the skin back on very carefully and go, Channel 9, come over to my house. I mean, maybe.
We're
But,
looking.
dude, how would you get it over there without a drop of blood? No blood on the grass and the dirt.
That's true. That picture that we're looking at doesn't look real, though.
I think this is a real one. I could show it, but I don't know. Am I allowed to show fucking
we can
mutilated
just describe
animals?
it. That people don't need to see dead animals.
It's just
a dead
like,
animal.
imagine literally if you fucking took like a cartoon high-powered hose and boonk, right in a cow's butt and sucked out everything and then went boonk, and left it, and there was not a drop of blood. It's just deflated.
It's literally just cow skin. Yeah, that's weird.
And a lot of people were like, "Oh, you gotta watch the Skinwalker Ranch." It's like a Bermuda Triangle of this stuff where
I just keep losing my cattle.
people go missing, cows go missing, they don't turn up anywhere, and they're just like mutilated in the weirdest ways, dude.
That's strange.
I don't get it. And it looks like they're burned or torched or some
that one looks like
lasered.
It got hit with a lightsaber.
Also, if you want to see something interesting, type in cow hit by lightning.
Whoa.
This will also kind of open your eyes to some things. Not saying that this is always the case. Like that fifth picture.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Maybe you're on to something with that one.
Not to say that that's always the case, but...
I mean, no, but that totally makes sense because it's kind of similar.
Yeah. I mean, how does it zap them so hard there's no blood, too?
The
maybe,
temperature of a lightning bolt's the surface of the sun, so... I don't know.
Damn, we're looking at a moose that got hit by lightning.
Damn.
Look at him. It's like
standing up.
He took that shit like a champ.
Dude, imagine when that went down. They just got up like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? Yeah, they just look like they're all charred and like tattooed, but they're still kicking. They're still like alive and well. Damn, that moose got fucking lit up, dude. His whole
beefy boy
backside got fucked up. The cattle mutilation, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe like fireworks or something weird.
I like that diagram of how to survive a lightning strike.
Where's that?
It's like it's just taking a shit.
Oh my
God. This is your best approach to it?
Why do you have to cover your ears?
Wow.
People
might learn something right here.
I didn't know that. Crouch down low like a baseball catcher. Get low as you can, as near to the ground. You're struck by lightning. Never lay down.
Okay.
If your hair stands up on the end of your hair, start to tingle. A lightning strike is imminent. Really?
Whoa.
You can feel it in your your skin and shit.
You can feel the lightning coursing through the hair on your arms.
Place hands over your ears. Oh my God, the
That's how
thunderclap.
loud it is. And the loudness of a thunderclap right next to you.
Ooh, that would hurt, actually, yeah.
Because that sound travels.
Only thing touching the ground should be your balls. Oh no, the balls of your feet. Lightning can hit the ground first and then enter your body.
Mm-hmm.
Touch your heels together. If electricity from the ground enters your feet, it increases the chances of electricity going in one foot and out the other.
Whoa.
Don't touch conductors, motherfuckers golfing. Actually,
conductor, we have a problem.
Actually, I watched the special where they interviewed a guy who was golfing and got struck by lightning, and he was in a coma for fucking months. And they said that if you weren't holding on to the golf thing, which took the brunt of the shock, you would be like dead.
Whoa.
And he had to like relearn how to walk and talk and everything when he woke up. The fucking golf, dude, I would keep that golf club. That is a lucky golf club.
I don't know. The art of manliness says otherwise.
Dude, that golf club's like Mjolnir now. It's worthy.
I think the chances that it could backfire and grab more juice is high, but that's a very lucky golf club, you have to admit.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm doing this. You can hold my club.
Yeah, was that a 9-iron or we talking?
Yeah, the whole bag of them.
Yeah.
If you've ever survived a lightning strike, make a comment below.
Yes.
Yeah, let me know the meta.
Let us know if you guys have any stories. We'll believe you. Booty Boys will always believe you.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us. Tell us what you know.
I believe everything that you guys say until you try to put a $10 paywall in front of it.
Yeah. Then what's
You know?
a Patreon, you fuckers?
I'm not making up stories.
I'm not telling them you are.
Yeah, I'm not making up shit. Everything I say is true.
Yeah, if you guys have UFO stories, let us know. Or if you want to talk more UFO shit, or if there's something I need to look up or look into, I'm going down the rabbit hole, dude. June, it's coming down. They got the Pentagon is releasing more stuff every fucking week. It seems like at this point.
It's June.
I gotta know.
Soon.
I gotta know what's going on.
Soon this June.
June soon. And any questions, otherwise, leave them right here. We love you. Thank you for watching the pod.
Thank you for being part of the Patreon, by the way.
And thank you
Love
for
you
your
guys.
support. We will see you on the other side. Goodbye, patrons. Goodbye.
Ugh, now I can take my skin off. Somebody unzip me.
That was a long one.
That pod went so goddamn long, my Glorgon was starting to jag on.
What's wrong with your flip-flop?
Ah, help me. Can you get this thing off of me?
You guys want to go collect some more cattle?
Let's go torch some cattle, laser some cattle.
Oh shit, the microphone's still on! Oh fuck, turn it off! Come here, dude.
Turn it off! Turn it off!